Oh, okay. So you want a free Xbox Live, but you don't want games. That's awesome. He said, "I want a free Xbox Live, but no talks about the games."
I ain't worried about the games. I think just give it to me for that's all about at this point. I just want it for free. FREE. Free.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Right back here again. We are live. RGT episode 33. Everybody else will be joining us momentarily, so definitely stick around. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about this gaming news. Right now I'm in here with just the Messiah. So why don't you go ahead and shout yourself out, Messiah? We're gonna get into these.
Yo, what's happening out there? The Messiah of Xbox is in the house, and I need a favor. I need somebody to give me a month of Xbox Live because I don't want to pay for it. I'm lazy. I can't do it. My finger doesn't work like that. Inferiority will not let me do something on it, something inferior. So I need you all to do it for me. I'll be gracious and humble. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's happening?
Oh God! Hashtag get this man free online. He wants that.
By God, help a brother out.
Help a brother out. No God. All right, so I guess we'll heat the show up a little bit. There's a lot of sensitive Nancy's out here. I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of sensitive people going on about this whole Red Dead situation. A lot. Apparently, if anybody says anything negative about the game, like some people say it's overrated, some people say that it's boring, some people say it kind of takes you out the field, or so to speak, or out of the zone with the side activities. It's like no matter what you say, you're just labeled a hater. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know how you're hating it. You're just making an observation. The game is good. It's not great. I don't know what else to say. It's a good game. If you like Rockstar, you'll enjoy the game. If you like Rockstar, you like open world games. This is it. I mean, this is a good open world game for you guys. So
yeah,
what else is there to say about it? It's a good game.
Yeah, I said it before too. I was like, listen, it ain't no big deal to me. It's like, dog, I like the game. I like what I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? It's dope, but come on, man. Y'all overdoing this shit with this hype going, oh, nah. It ain't all that. It ain't what you saying. It's this. I'm like, no, it's not. And it made me wonder. It made me actually want to jump out my fucking mind and say, did you even play the game yet? Because a lot of these dudes, I don't think played the game yet. I really don't. The way they're acting in terms of defending it. So
yeah. And it's got fake HDR. Now, considering it's got fake HDR, it's actually pretty good. That's all I can really say about it. I mean, what else is there to say? It's got fake HDR, and it is what it is. With that said, I do have a code for Tomb Raider I can give away for something called the White Shadow Band Resource Pack. Xbox. Somebody wants to just DM me. But
okay.
Because I'm stuck.
Giveaway for Craig Harris. Just hit him up with a DM on Twitter. Hit him up.
DM me. I'll give you the code. I got it pulled up right now. I will trade you the code for 1 month of live. Actually, no, I'll just give it away. Because I'm stuck in one of those.
For free.
Yeah, I'm just giving it away. I couldn't give the Xbox away, but I can give the code away. So everybody. But yeah, I don't understand why people act like they can't have an opinion. It's just an opinion. It's not the end of the world. Like I thought that movie Venom was garbage. But if you liked it, so be it. I mean, I'm not gonna. If you're gonna say, well, if you want to say to me it's a financial success, fine, because you would be 100% correct. But don't tell me it's a critical success. The movie's garbage. So, but with that said, it made money, and if you enjoyed it, or you and your date enjoyed it, however you want to put it, so be it. That's my opinion. It's not the end of the world. Just like it's your opinion that Red Dead is good, it's not great. That you said, well, you gave it like a 7.5 or something like that, or 8. You gave it an 8, didn't you?
Yeah, I give it 8.
Yeah, and I gave it a solid 7. So it's not like it's horrible, you know. So yeah. What's up, Yeratron? So, but why do you think that? Why do you think people are upset because different people have different opinions about it?
See, the thing is, it's a new game. Obviously, it's a very, good-looking game, and for a lot of people, You know, it's their first time seeing a game like this on their, piece of plastic. Let's be real here. Sony's been the main platform to go to for these crazy experiences, So the fact they finally got something of that caliber on their system and it has the quote unquote better look, so to speak. I mean, obviously they're going to jump out the seat and defend it, but I wasn't expecting all these ridiculous excuses or all these ridiculous statements coming around, what I'm saying like, oh, the game is doing this, that, and the third. This justifies the purchase for an Xbox. I'm like, dog, it's a multi-plat. How does that justify anything? It's available on PS4 also. It would have been different if it was exclusive. But they go, oh, exclusives don't matter.
So that's what's scary. It's letting you in. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's letting you into their psyche.
Yeah.
They've been looking for justification for I don't know how long. I guess since they were born.
Yeah.
I mean, not enough that they were born. Somebody has to justify to them why they got pulled out of the womb.
Right.
Like, I don't know what's wrong with them.
That is very, very true. What's going on? Ian, what's going on? Vera, what's going on? Was it Fatal? What's going on? And Kun, everybody, what's going on? Hit that like button. Hope you guys are ready. We don't get in this. Waiting for everybody else to jump in here. But matter of fact, I don't think if Nancy will join us. If she can join us, that'd be good. If she can, hey Vera, you want a link? Love to have a woman's perspective on this too. But this whole situation again, it just brings out the retardation in people. It really does. It brings out the retardation. Like, dude saying this justifies it. No.
Yeah.
This justifies it. And I'm looking at the situation like, okay, I thought, Halo justified it. I thought Gears justified it. I thought Sunset Overdrive justified. You know what I'm saying? It's like so many games that's on the list that you guys could have had that could have justified the console, but it's like, no, y'all don't want to talk about those games. I just want to talk about, multiplats. And see that's the beyond. That's not how it works.
Me walking into the store, you walking into the store and buying it, there's your justification. That's what I don't get. It's like they are man. I guess they're betas. They're not man enough to just walk in there and get it. That's the justification. If you don't want to pay your electric bill because you want to buy an Xbox, that's your justification. Hey, I didn't pay my light bill, but I got an Xbox. So it's just I don't get it. I'm kind of feeling sorry for him, because I don't understand.
Agreed. Shout out to what's his name? I forgot the name. Savage Lobo. Shout out to Savage Lobo. He actually done showed me the RTX 2080 Ti. They now have the white version of the card. So yeah, I might have to upgrade now.
You just got this one you got.
I know I got the 1070. My board and everything is good enough to run everything. I mean, I'm just like, I could upgrade literally and get the new card. It literally looks really, really good. The new card. And
how big is it?
Oh, it's pretty substantial. It's got 3 fans on there, like your traditional beefier cards and everything. But it should fit no problems on the on the case. Shouldn't fit no problems. So definitely.
Yeah, you can hire ray tracing. I mean, like I said, when I saw ray tracing, I said, what the hell? Why are people even on console at this point when you can have that type of detail? But then I understand, because who wants to drop 1,300 bones? I can appreciate that too. But I don't ever want to hear best version of game unless you're playing on a PC, because that's crazy. Couldn't believe what I was looking at, So I'm like, what's the point? I'm here looking at this PlayStation and Xbox. Like, what's the fucking point of you all even existing? When they got that type of detail available to you, for a few extra bones. So it's great.
Yeah, that's true. These consoles though, man. These consoles are going to be interesting. I'm telling you, the new PS5, all that. You know what I'm saying? All the talks coming out of it, with the new VR, all that. One thing is for certain, they're actually talking about the new consoles having legit like mid-gen refreshes. So I guess that's legit going to be the standard as of right now. They are talking about like Switch 2.0. They're talking about PS 5.5 sort of thing with their upgrades. So the console generation is indeed changing, but at what point do you think it will change to where they will probably just go all out, so to speak, like right out the bat, like they did with the PS3, or how they just launched a super powerful thing on the market and they didn't have to worry about these mid-gen refreshes? How long do you think that would be?
I would hope they wouldn't do that again. If they're going to have a PS5 and then a PS5.5, you might as well just keep your PS5 or PS4 Pro and then just wait for the next version.
Right.
Whatever they didn't get right with the PS5. Oh, VR in the link, you did or not. Whatever they didn't get right with the PS5, they're going to put it right on the PS5.5. But I just don't know that. And that's the thing, is that if the PS5 has what I was told, then to me, there would be no reason to upgrade it. But that, for me, let me make that clear, for me, you know, if I'm going to have that kind of performance and be good with it, then I'm good. At that point, I'm good.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, okay, definitely. All right, so we got some newer members here just joined here. What's up, here?
Better than late than ever. God damn you, Twitter. God damn you.
Oh, this fool. He's gonna go, right, the link's broken. I'm like, okay, here's another one. He joins 30 minutes later.
Bro, you don't know how long it took me to try to even get on this link. I had to literally like.
That's crazy. Well, blame it on YouTube. Don't take it out on the player. Hate the game.
Nah, I'm just gonna take it easy, man. But what's up, everyone? Man, it's your boy Type487. Sorry for the delayed entrance, but yeah, man. How you guys doing?
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good. Super.
What's up, Vera? Go out, get that intro out there. Why you acting shy? Come on.
I'm not shy. This is Veratron. Well, whatever you want to call me, but I'm cool with that. That's about it.
All right. They call you the bot lady. There you go. The bot lady.
Really? Oh god.
Yeah, let's see. Fatal confirmed my theory. Well, not with my theory, but he confirmed what I said yesterday with the whole poker games and all that. Yeah, told you, Fatal. It's limited. They limited Red Dead to the brim. Ugh, hated that. But nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and talk. It doesn't matter. So what y'all guys say about this whole Red Dead situation? Dude's treating it like an exclusive.
First and foremost, I didn't know third-party games were actually platform exclusives. I thought it was the other way around. But yeah, you know, these Xbox, they wanna claim victory to a false pretense. But hey, what can you say? The game plays at a native 4K 30 FPS with fake HDR, but you know, they want to take the W, let them have the W. It really doesn't change the fact that it still plays on the PS4 and it's going to come to PC. So automatically that's an L for them, regardless of what they think or how they spin the narrative.
Okay. Veer.
Oh, I hear myself.
Yeah, that's probably Craig's microphone.
How I feel about it is people say I don't really follow a lot of people who say that on my Twitter. So I'm kind of glad I don't see a lot of people like that, but I see people not retweeting from other people. So I'm just like, why retweet if it sounds ridiculous? Just leave them alone, let them have their shine, no big deal. I'm not playing the game, so that's all it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing you're gonna definitely notice on Twitter. You're gonna get recommended shit that you normally would not look at, man. That's just that's how Twitter works. It's sad. Let's get into this particular thing here. 1 second. Okay. So Electronic Arts is on a quest for more women in video games. They really want more strong female protagonists in their games, and they really want to push the quote unquote agenda. What many people would say it's an agenda, but they really want more female lead characters. Does this affect like games for y'all at all? That the gender of the character?
No, they had one with EA, the Star Wars Battlefront 2. That was a strong female lead character. So if you played the campaign, the campaign, you were a female. So, a pretty nice looking one too. I don't know, that girl's in the Game of Thrones. My God. She had my little cinnamon baby, but she's a very pretty girl. But she was a good character as well. She was a real good character as well.
Okay. Vera?
I'm already kind of a little upset about this anyways, but I think it depends what you define as strong female character. I mean, I think they're talking about like characters overpowered. She's more masculine. She's more this and that. But at the end, I mean, a female character can still be strong if she's emotional, intelligent. And I feel like that should be received as a strong female character. Yeah, she could still have that strength, but still not to be like she just, I feel like overpowering her. Yeah, but that might be the biggest issue people have. And,
Yes, outcry for the whole female character thing. Now, if you guys want to really see how bad some people act towards female characters, just like at the whole Nadine versus the two Drakes in Uncharted. Like, dudes really didn't like that for some odd reason. I'm like, she's a trained military specialist versus two random guys you can barely fight. I mean, it's obvious who's going to win the fight.
Yeah, she's like second in command of that unit or something like that.
And if we could go back into gaming history, if we may, there was a character by the name of Samus, which was one of the first female characters to be introduced into the gaming industry. So this agenda-pushing kind of narrative has been going on for far too long before this whole dilemma about females in video games. It doesn't change the perspective of what the game is. It's all about entertainment. It's all about a storyline. And most importantly, you should just have fun. Don't worry what the limitations are. Just embellish the fact that you're using a character and you're viewing the character's, point of view, the narrative to their story, and their background. It shouldn't even matter whether it's a female or a male. It should just be a character. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less.
I do have something to say about that. The real reason why I could see people upset about it, but then I'm like, I see the reasons. I do listen to the reasons, but I look down like, you sound bitter about it. It's like you just don't really sound like you really care. And they use the word token. Now they're calling it token. At first they were just like, oh, you're forcing diversity in my throat. Now they're saying, oh, it's a token character. Not every character is a token. A token character is when you make them too perfect. Right. That's a token character. You make them to that perfect black character, or that perfect if you have a Mexican or Asian or something, somebody. You make them too perfect. But I think that's what they're saying. And then they say, well, it's shoving diversity down my throat. It means like, we don't want this. We want to make it all white male, straight white male characters.
Right.
That look alike. They all look alike. Right. And so I don't personally. I just don't. I just don't. First of all, I don't go to their pages. Like, again, I don't follow on Twitter. I don't follow on YouTube. But like I said, I see people reblogging them. Yeah. At times, and I'm just like, I see people follow them. I'm just like, why complain? If you see the same people saying this, just ignore them. Don't follow them.
Agreed.
That also, and then what should it matter whether the person wants a preference over the other next person's, point of view? People get tired of seeing the same washed down, repetitive bullshit, right? Am I right or wrong? Because quite frankly, you need something new. You need a new storyline. You need new characters. You need more definitive, stories to make the game progress even further. And people should just get up, take their Coke bottle glasses off their faces, and just realize that the diversity or diversification of gaming is through making new and better things, not just being stuck with the same narrative all the time, because people are going to get bored of
Mm-hmm.
the same washed up male characters with the same storyline, Captain Save 'em, and it gets boring after a while. You need a little bit of variety.
Agreed. Agreed. Shout out to Jamia Dixon. He said, I support Aloy, Chloe, Ellie, Cassandra, and Laura. Yeah, those are definitely strong characters.
Yeah, and I
Definitely
played
deserve
with her, but if she's as bland as the dude, I'm not gonna want to, because the dude is just like an oaf,
Uh-huh.
you know. So if you're talking about Assassin's Creed, he could be talking about a different Cassandra, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't. Where was this rage when friggin' when Black Widow in the Avengers movie beat up Hawkeye? Like beat him up. Where was I don't get where this is coming from. I just it's unfortunate, like Vieira said. I don't, but it really because I'm a big Star Wars fan, and these guys are just it's like they're growing them out in the field, and they're just like they're even mad at the Captain Marvel movie, even though Marvel announced it like 4 years ago. Happy time, they said here's our roadmap.
Dude, I honestly so many damn like they have these little comic book YouTubers that like give these theories and X amount of things. A lot of them turned to clickbait. Like it was like dude said, "Oh, this is what they failed on with the Marvel." I'm like, first of all, her movie's not out yet, and it looked good for the trailer. Then he makes another video saying that Galactus is going to be in the Infinity War sequel. I'm like, what?
No. I didn't hear about that.
Like, well, where you get this shit from? He's gonna going, oh, see, they talked about this, that. I'm like, okay, but where'd you get this information that they're supposed to gonna have Galactus in a damn Avengers sequel?
Yeah, they have not said. They just said it's a possible growing greater threat, but we don't know what that is. It could be Adam Warlock because they've at least introduced him in Guardians.
With him. That was smart, right?
Yeah. I do have a question. Not really. I do have something. Not really a question. I don't know why I said that, but I do have to say something. There are. I mean, let's see. A lot of the comic books now are just. I haven't really read any of them in a long time because I feel like they're just a same kind of sometimes. I just feel like they introduce a character and you have more fillers than actual storylines. And I really don't see that. Like back then with the comic books, they went to the action, the story, or they build up the characters. You do get to know them, but they build them up in a way that you get to understand what they're about. You actually are interested. Well, now when I read comic books, when I read them, I see nothing but mostly it feels like it's just a bunch of fillers. It doesn't feel like they're going with the character's story. They're just doing something random than they're supposed to be doing. So I don't know why. I don't know what the comic book companies are doing now. I think they're trying to appeal to people, but this is becoming like reading a people's magazine now. It's been getting to that point.
Do you not think though that? Well, let me ask you all this: what did people get upset at the end of Uncharted 4 when he and his wife had a girl?
People told you the future of the series right there. It's going to be another female character. It's going to be his daughter. And most likely Drake's going to be Sully.
But what if they have sex again and she has a boy?
Right.
What if a guy and a girl teaming up together? Because the team up with the Uncharted Lost Legacy, that was actually pretty popular. The way they were teaming up to overcome different obstacles. So in the back and forth banter, but I just don't understand where it's all coming from. I mean, it's just like I said, it's almost like it happened overnight. It's like it happened overnight, So
I think it is happened overnight because I think I know I'm not going to get flagged. I know I get in trouble for saying this. I think it'll start with the whole Gamergate, and that what really escalated a lot of people's perception on female characters even more. Because since that happened, I noticed the even going to certain gaming journalists, they were even hinting at times, or sometimes it's just like, dude, just leave the subject alone. Talk about something really, interesting. But they were getting money off that, so it was just when people do this, they kind of just feed off the anger, and they're getting paid for this. They're getting paid for controversy.
Yeah.
So that's what's causing a lot of, like you say, imbalance in the comic book community as well, because that is part of the problem. If you're going to have all these negativity, you're going to get negativity from these companies.
I mean, people, if they want other people to start reading comic books, for the comic books not to go away, you're going to have to start including different people. I mean, people say, well, they forced a female Iron Man, so that didn't work. But Miles Morales' Spider-Man is working very well. He's very popular.
Yeah, get ready for a female Iron Man anyway, because they already talked about it in comics. So it's a lot of crazy shit going on.
Well, they canceled that series. You know, the series being Black Panther
and everything.
Yeah, but Shuri being Black Panther, that comic book run is one of the better comic book runs. Even this period. I mean, and so it's just it's amazing to feel. It just like Pierre said, this seems like it just sprung up overnight. So
yeah, okay. Go ahead. What's going on, Nancy? I didn't know she jumped in here.
Sorry, guys. I apologize. I apologize to y'all because I was fighting a boss in a fighting game and I lost all track of time.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh, I gotta beat those bosses, or it makes me mad. So I had to beat it. So I apologize. I lost all track of time.
Ain't no big deal. Go on, shout yourself out.
Oh, everybody! This is TTFP, aka the Titanfall Princess. You know where to find me. They know who I am. I ain't got to do all that.
All right. Dr. Jameer Dixon, he said, I've been looking at dudes' ads for 20 years in gaming. Can we look at some sexy female leads? Not to mention film shit. Shep and Cassandra were better.
But in Rockstar, the Battle of Gay Tony, they had full frontal male nudity, and then you had a gay boss in Gay Tony.
Yeah.
To me, they were making fun of everything at that point. It's like, look, you all think that, is this? No, he's in charge. Oh, you're tired of hearing about female nudity in Grand Theft Auto, you full male nudity.
Yeah.
Craig, I had to say something about that. I have a lot. That's why I said I have a lot of discussion on this. A while back, Square Enix had a phone game, and the male character had full open chest armor and everything. He's kind of like thin, muscular, but kind of thin. He's a pretty boy, right? A lot of people, a lot of men, boys, I'll say, got upset and I guess complained to Square Enix and said, we don't want this. This is horrible reputation. And you know what? They censor it. I thought it was really awkward that they complained about it and censor it, but if a woman says something about it, all of a sudden it's bad. It's
right.
So I thought it was kind of.
I agree with you 100% on that.
I thought it was kind of weird, and I saw the comments are like, "Good, we don't want all that gay shit on there and stuff like that." They were really saying that.
Right.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" Because a guy has an open shirt, like a top or something. All of a sudden, it's gay or something like that. That's weird.
But didn't that Dragon Age Inquisition?
No, it wasn't Dragon Age. It was on Square Enix. It was a phone game. It was a Final Fantasy phone game. I can't remember what it was called, but it really had this guy who was really pretty because he had really effeminate features, but his body was just, you could tell it was masculine. But he had like certain parts, like I think it was his thighs was showing a little bit, and his chest was showing, and people just pretty much used like their version of just criticizing the character, and so Square Enix censored in the US. So I mean, you can't complain censorship when y'all complain about when you do censor stuff. It is, I saw that. I'm like, well, there you go. There's your early stage of censorship when you have guys actually complaining.
Okay. Nancy, what do you guys say about this whole Red Dead thing before I move the topic? Basically, dudes treat it as an exclusive.
Wait,
so you already see my.
I didn't hear what you said.
What you guys say about this whole Red Dead situation? Dudes treating it like it's an exclusive to Xbox. You see my Twitter.
Yeah, I've already said shit about that. I mean, it's stupid. It's a multi-plat. Leave it at that. But you know what? Since they have nothing, I'm gonna just put it this way. Let them pretend it's an exclusive. Let them stay in their fantasy world. Let them act dumb. You know what I mean? Everybody who has a brain knows what's real.
Okay.
These people live in a fantasy world. And you know what? I get tired of even talking about those dumb jackasses because they make no sense. They really don't. You know, like if you want to talk about Gears of War, yeah, that's an exclusive. Okay. Yeah. Forza, that's an exclusive. I mean, things like that. Halo, that's an exclusive. But see, they're grabbing, they have nothing else to say. So they're going to treat it like it's an exclusive. And we've talked about this once before.
We did.
And yeah, we did. And that's what's going to happen. And unfortunately, if you know what, they're so brain dead. It's hard to get the words out because they're so brain dead. And we talk about this all the time that, I mean, if they want to live in a fantasy world and think that it's an exclusive, you know what? Yeah. Right now, I've had it with them acting like Pirotron said, little boys, you know, with these grown ass people. And so, you know what? If they want to look stupid, go ahead and look stupid. Because the people with brains and who actually play a lot of games and are real true gamers, like us on this panel, we know what's real. We know what's going on. Just, you know what? It's throw them some Skittles or something because that's probably what they need. I think they need some Skittles or something.
Oh Lord! All right, let me just smooth this here. So yeah, okay, I agree. Those were Skittles. That's a new one.
Well, Skittles can be more than one thing if you get what I'm saying. So they call medication Skittles too. So.
Oh my God.
About EA looking for more women characters, strong women characters. That's where we were at, and then I can drop that one.
Yeah, no, I heard you. But one thing I want to say, I agree with Veritron. You know, if I've said this a while back, a long while back, that if you say something, you know, but that's part of the game. Mm-hmm. But like she said, when a guy complains, oh, it's either gay and I don't want to see that. Well, women play games too, so maybe we don't want to see, excuse my mouth, ass and tits hanging out while we're playing a game. Mm-hmm. Well, it happens. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to do about it. I mean, so I agree with what she said, but that's all I have to say because it's really nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, it is what it is. It's been going on for a long time. It's not going to change. Mm-hmm. It's not going to change. Go back even to the older fighting games and all that. It's there. Oh, if you look at it, they're there. It's there. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to change. So instead of getting annoyed about it, just like I said, there's nothing we can do.
It's just weird to me because they've been getting their ass kicked by female characters since the dawn of time. There's always been female characters in fighting games, but we don't bitch about that. That's weird.
Well, I think it could be that they recognize they're no longer the center of attention.
Maybe so.
That's a threat. I mean, that's a true threat to them. That's why I brought up there's a bunch of guys getting upset over Captain Marvel. Well, she's not their target audience. They're looking to bring in more females. They've already said going forward, but with Marvel, your lead characters are going to be Black Panther and Captain Marvel simply because they don't control Spider-Man. That's Sony controls Spider-Man. So they're going to have to either bring another character alone or they don't know. So I just think there's a group of people that are in their feelings, like you were saying, Ron. The same guys are in their feelings about Red Dead are in their feelings that they are no longer the target audience anymore. They're getting mad. But fuck them.
Okay. What's up, Fatal? Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I'm here. Sorry, I had to tap out of a different app. Hello.
What's up?
Yeah. What's up?
So you out that Red Dead hype yet?
What? Did I do what there?
Red Dead hype yet?
Fuck no. Hell no, dude. Hell no.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude. Just a little peek, bro. Dude, just come from my neck. I told him I like the game, but they focus on shit. That's
No, I agree with a lot of the stuff that you said in your show yesterday. A lot of that stuff is very reasonable, man. That shooting mechanic shit is way out freaking dated, man.
Yeah,
They need to change that.
Yeah,
It's completely outdated. It's been like that now since what? I mean, the first game.
yeah.
Since first Red Dead and then GTA 4 and then freaking 5 too as well. God, no.
How many times have you died? You know how you do the little quick draw shit when you're like standing, one by, basically doing the little standoff shit. How many times you died because of the delay in the controls?
None.
None? I died a few
None.
times because of the fucking delay in the controls.
No, I haven't died from any of the actual things yet.
Nah.
The only thing that royally pissed me off was when your screen starts to wobble when you're trying to aim at someone because like either your core of your dead eye is diminished.
Yeah.
And like your screen starts to wobble and shit. I fucking detest that, man.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yep.
Let's get into this PS5 talk because everybody's talking about it. What's up?
Oh. What?
I don't know. I heard something in the background. All right, let's get into this PS5 talk. So basically, Sony supposedly is going to brief us, brief the developers about the PS5 at the PlayStation Devcon. PlayStation Devcon is literally what it stands for. It's literally for devs to get a hands on for the new hardware. They have new registrations now going, around. The event's pretty much closed now because they got all their tickets out, but they're doing that for the developers to get their hands on the technology. So what do you guys suspect? And which do you think will be the year it will release? Who wants to go first?
Interesting.
I'll go first. I think that I said this a while back. If they're going to do it, it's going to be around 2020.
Okay.
I think because I don't think they're going to try and rush it. I think around 2020. We got to see though, because we got to see actually, like you said, what the specs are going to be. Do they need more time? Mm-hmm. Don't they? And how far are they along with the development of the console?
Mm-hmm.
So I predict maybe around 2020, or maybe the end of 2019, like right after the holidays. I would say about 2020, maybe.
Yeah.
Sometime like the first quarter, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else who wants
I agree with Titan on that one. I think 2020 just seems a lot more logical. 2019 just doesn't seem right to drop the PS5. Still, when there's still like other big blockbuster titles still on the horizon, it just doesn't make sense.
All right, Vera.
Oh, sorry. I was mute. Sorry about that. Like I said before, I think like late of 2019 to early 2020.
Okay.
That's
Carlos, you there? Oh, you did.
Here. I'll say middle 2020.
2020. Okay.
Yeah.
Craig.
We don't even know that's what they're going to be there for. This is the thing with getting into the speculation. This really reminds me of like Sick Humor was talking about PSX last year when Sony specifically said, "Here's what we're going to have at PSX." You had a group of people saying, "No, they're going to show Splinter or Cyberpunk there. They're going to show Tenchu." Yeah, it's just like so. I can say let's wait and see what it is exactly, because it could just be some stuff on their VR. Right. I mean, we don't know, and they could be updating. If it's a developer, is it just for video game developers? What if it's movie tech that they have? But Sony does movies. They have a giant animated studio. They've got a giant, they have a studio. They have studios around the world, so it could just be a new camera coming out for movies. If it's a game developer, then that's one thing, but that's what's not been verified. So is it? I mean, if it's game developer is going to be there. Has anybody come out and said this is where we'll be? Naughty Dog, Gorilla. It's in Europe, so it's in it's in Gorilla's backyard. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm just going to wait and see. As far as it launching, I agree. There's still Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us 2 and Days Gone. All these games are coming.
Yeah. This is their only event, though. Just keep that in mind. This is like literally PlayStation's like legit event. So it's possible. They did talk about PS5 and VR as well. So it's possible. Most certainly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll get verification. I mean, maybe they'll answer questions. Did Sony, because there's a rumor that Sony helped fund the Navi chip-based set from AMD.
Yeah,
that's a rumor. Maybe we'll get some kind of verification. But I just people need to hold their horses. And we got they just announced MLB The Show 19 coming out in 4 more months. So we're excited
already. Jesus Christ, that was fast. March 19 of 19. It was something like that. Bryce Harper is on the cover. But I'm more interested in that developer cons. I mean, I understand what the PS5 is going to be. Yeah. So maybe, and that's why I'm like, all right, it's whatever. But 2020 for me is when that thing could launch. I mean, damn. I mean, they're about to sell 100 million consoles by July. So why get in the way? Freight trains coming at you.
Yeah, if they are going to release PS5, by 2020, then you most definitely will see it in 2019. But the way they'll do it like your traditional way. Like they'll show like that February 20th event. Remember how they did the reveal? They showed them the controller. You got the specifications, and then you got the hardware reveal later on. That's probably what they're going to do for the PS5. It's not necessarily going to be.
I think we need to be careful. Just because that's what they did then doesn't mean that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And they may not announce PS5. To me, it makes sense just to announce it next year at E3. That's, to me, is when you announce that, or you get some drips of it at CES. Sony.
You might see something. You might actually hear some noise sooner than that, though. Remember how the PS4 was revealed?
Yeah,
it's
going to be its own standard thing. I think it's going to be its own thing, like early 2019.
It could be, and that's fine. But what I'm hoping that we get out of this conference is somebody says, "Hey guys, look, did Sony help fund this Navi tech from AMD, or is that just a rumor?" And then somebody there can say yes or no. That's you. If they say, yeah, we helped fund it, now you're looking at possible proprietary IP for their next console. Then you start getting an idea what's going to be in there and what it's capable of. And so at that point, you can start with you can still speculate, but you're still going to be able to say, okay, they're going to probably put Navi in their system. We already know Xbox is going to have Vega. But pretty much everybody knows that. So they're going to, that already tell you what.
The hell is that? The hell's Navi?
I don't know. It's the next line.
I thought you were talking about something Zelda related. My bad.
No. So, but we'll have to wait and see. I just want some kind of confirmation. I'm fine. I'm still trying to get information on Days Gone and these other games coming out. Ghost of Tsushima and all that stuff. I mean, it's like you were saying, Fatal. It's hard to believe in 4 more months. Yeah, the next baseball game hits will be out. That's 120 days, give or take. 160 days. That's hard to believe. That new game comes out, and Days Gone, I think, comes out in March as well, doesn't it? So you got 2 big hits coming out in March, or is it April? One March, one in April. I can't remember. So.
Okay.
Everybody just wait, hold their horses, literally. Hold your ponies.
Hold your ponies.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you'll be able to control yourself for this, but I know you saw this on Twitter. Microsoft's new prototype controllers for the phones and tablets.
Yeah.
Prototype controllers.
I have nothing on that, dude. I saw that. I have nothing on that.
Dude, that's literally Joy-Cons for fucking iPad, iPhones, and that's literally what it is. But it's like done in 360 format. These are their new controllers. Now, this actually makes sense, though. A lot of people thought I was really.
Are they greaseless too?
Give it time. I'm pretty sure they'll have greaseless ones. They'll have spotted ones. Give it time if it actually blows up. But these particular controllers, it all makes sense. You guys remember that Chinese phone company? What was it? Huawei? It was Huawei. They called
Hori?
out. Was it Hori? I don't know how you pronounce that shit.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, but it was one of those. That's the phone company that was going after Nintendo. Basically, they were taking jabs at the Switch, saying they're more powerful than the Switch. We got this, that, and the third. We have a bigger screen. We have more capable hardware. We can run games at 1080p. Locked frame rates, no hiccups. And everybody's looking at this phone like, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's $1,000 versus the Switch. The Switch is $300 and it has ridiculous first party. So I don't. But now that I look at this whole prototype controller, it kind of makes sense now. The reason why they're going after Nintendo like that is most likely because they have a deal going on with Microsoft. And I'm thinking, Microsoft really is going to bank on them with this whole 5G network for the Project X Cloud. I really do think that's going to be the big premise of everything. And with the XO18 event coming up, I don't even think it's going to be no hardware reveal. It's going to be that whole Project X Cloud, in-depth type of reveal. That's what I think was going to happen. But
man, if I don't see no fucking Fable reveal there, I swear to Christ, I'm going to flip the fuck out, bro.
I thought they were going to reveal Fable and Splinter Cell, and we're going to get some information on Crackdown. What happened?
Yeah, Crackdown, I know for a fact it's still there. Like, you can expect that. I already talked to Randall Thor. We pretty much came to a conclusion on that one. Like, that's pretty much going to be there because they can't afford to not show that game at all. They need to show that game because they have delayed.
Technically, actually, they can't because nobody's going to buy it anyways, right? So it doesn't matter.
I mean, talking about Siphon Filter, they're going to show, a Splinter Cell, they're going to show this.
Yeah.
This is what everybody's waiting on.
Right.
Everybody's waiting on Sam Fisher to return since they.
I'm not anymore.
You're not anymore.
No, why should I be? Why should I be fucking excited for Ubisoft to make another Splinter Cell? They're just gonna half-ass and streamline the fuck out of. Well, they did it with Ghost Recon, and did it with fucking Rainbow Six. So what the fuck do you think you're gonna do with fucking Splinter Cell?
Hey,
to make that series into a laughing stock, man.
The players,
hopefully not.
I thought they were going to show a bunch of games at this event. Did something happen?
I don't know. The whole Game Talk stopped the moment, all the speculation in Game Talk literally just stopped on dead ears the moment Project X Cloud was even was announced. So a lot of people are speculating Project X Cloud is the star of the show at this EXO event. Me personally, I'm going in there with very, very, very low expectations. I'm not going in there with high expectations.
That show that's going to be shown.
Yeah, going in there with
Ninja Theory Hellblade game being announced physical.
Yeah.
Just go in there knowing that they're going to show some piece of hardware. Okay, like another controller, maybe a skin for a controller. That's going to be the highlight because every time I watch Xbox, Streambox. Every time I watch anything with Xbox, it's more about hardware than it is software. It's more about that than any game, and it's sometimes I watch things only because so I can find out what's going on, and if I'm going to do a podcast or whatever, you have to watch it in order to know what you're talking about. I'm not just going to read what somebody else, wrote or said. I want to see for myself, and I get crazy watching those things because they're boring.
Right.
They are boring. I have to sometimes, smack myself in the face just to stay awake to watch the goddamn thing.
When they start talking about Rocket League plays and the top plays week, I'm like, is this a damn Xbox event or is this like a Rocket League wannabe MLG event? Like, I'm confused. Like, what are y'all talking about here? This is about Xbox, is it not? So why are we not focused on Xbox? What's coming to Xbox?
Because
and then they Thieves and DLC for that. And I'm like, y'all haven't learned a damn thing.
Hold on a second. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. Keep talking.
All right. So what I can presume, if what we're expecting from all of this commotion by these controllers and these announcements is that XO18 is pretty much, how shall we put it? What was the name of that show that they were doing again early this? Oh yes, another Inside Xbox, but on a bigger, more open event, kind of thing. So, so this is the thing that really boggles the mind, especially for people that support Xbox. If you already notice the signs of changes, why do guys still keep on insisting on saying that everything is going to be better when in reality everything that they're doing right now is not for the better. It's actually for them to stay afloat for next gen in order to gain some capital, because at the end of the day that's what they're looking forward to. I mean,
you know why they do that? Because they're eating too many Skittles.
That too, and and then on top of that, if we notice the signs, what venerable company in the early 90s went from doing hardware and then going on to an open source multi-platform software vendor because they couldn't stay afloat? And you guessed it, is Sega. Sega had the same thing going to them right now that Microsoft is going through. They're going through the outsource of multiple platforms in order to stay relevant within the gaming industry. And a lot of people are really ignoring those facts. Like, wake up. The hardware sales for Microsoft
Yeah.
have been so horrible these past couple of years. I'm not even surprised by all of the antics that they're trying to pull off, because relevancy is something that is very key and crucial for the longevity of your company. And people just got to wake up, smell the coffee. Yes, that the next Xbox that's coming out within a couple of more years is going to be wonderful. It's going to be a stream box and it's going to be a traditional console. But guess what? The traditional side of console gaming with Microsoft is going to be over and done with the iteration of just stream to play services. And that's where I keep on saying, like, why you guys keep on defending a losing point, a losing narrative to what it's already becoming of what Microsoft is going to be right now.
Yeah.
Well, if they can stream the same way Google can at 1080p 60 or 60 high settings, they'll have my attention.
Do you know what the difference is though about that though? They're talking about phones when they're talking about that though, correct? They're not talking about actual systems running on it. Right? Google.
You know what? There's one thing I want to say.
Oh man.
There's one thing I wanted to say about that Xbox stuff. The thing that bothers me the most is they stopped doing their first parties and their exclusives. And like I said before, and we've all talked about this before, not even on this podcast, but other podcasts, is that they're making they're focusing on multi-plat. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they're treating them as exclusives, which they're not, like we were talking earlier. And my thing is, when it comes to Microsoft, to elaborate a little bit on what Carlos was saying, is that, like he said about Sega, okay? Now, these are grown-ass men running a division, okay? And they're supposed to be grown-ass men, but let's put it that way. But wouldn't you think, if they are into gaming the way they say they are, which I doubt if they are, but if they are, wouldn't you think they would learn from what happened to other companies and not repeat the same thing just to try to stay afloat? But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think at times that the people that are running the Xbox division know what they're doing. And I honestly don't think that they are the gamers that they say they are. I really don't. I really don't. They should learn from their mistakes. Okay? It's like when Sony did their shit with the PS3. Okay? They came back and said, "Oh, hell no, we ain't doing that shit again." We almost got screwed. They came back and look what's happening with the PS4. Okay? They learned from their mistakes. Microsoft, the company itself, has been around for a long time. We all know that. Okay? They know a lot about software. So why aren't you focusing more on software than you are the hardware? Now, I know, everybody's going to say, and people in chat that hate are going to say, well, they bought these, they acquired these studios, and are they going to make just all multiplats? Are you going to give the people who actually do support you, and I'm not talking about those dumb fanboys, I'm talking about people who actually support you, are you going to give them what they deserve by standing by you and buying your product instead of just controllers? Are you going to and another media box, okay, and another box that you could just play media things and do all? Are you going to actually give them the games? Because there are people who don't voice themselves like we do, and they just sit back and unfortunately feel like shit, which I wish some of these people would just once in a while. I'm not saying they have to do podcasts and do all that. No, just tweet your stuff out, how you really feel. Don't let a company, you keep that company afloat by buying their product. So you got a voice, you have a right to voice your opinion. You work hard for that money. So they need to do that. And that's why I said, I don't think Microsoft actually, honestly, I don't think these people who are running it know what the hell they're doing. And they don't market shit. The only thing they market that they will market good is controllers. And I keep saying it, but that's the only thing they market the best. Oh, we got this new controller. We got this, we got that. They don't market anything. I've been saying this since I got on YouTube. They don't know how to market anything.
And the sad case about that, I'm sorry, Time Flow.
No, go ahead, Carlos.
And the sad case about showing peripherals, they haven't even hit top bank with their controllers. And Sony and Nintendo now both are doing better at that department as well, better than Microsoft with selling better peripherals.
Exactly. You got Nintendo beating out Microsoft. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Come on.
And last year, Nintendo was the butt of all jokes, so to speak, with the Wii. Everybody was going after Nintendo.
Those Joy-Cons are fucking. Ugh.
You don't like the Joy-Cons?
No, dude. I held that shit when my buddy was at my neighbor's place a while back, dude, and I literally felt like that shit was gonna break in my fucking hands. It's garbage.
But you guys get my point. Microsoft needs to do something, and even if I know they're trying to stay afloat for this gen, but even if they don't stick to their word and stop lying to the consumer and making promises that they can't keep, they're going to flop even next gen, and they're going to be gone. They're going to be gone because you cannot keep doing this. I'm not going to go buy a console just for a media player. I'm not doing it. I buy a console because I want to play games on it. Okay? Yeah. I'm not buying it for a media box. Don't tell me about all the media that you got on it, and you can go watch TV and you can watch Netflix. I don't really give a goddamn. I bought the console because I want to play games on it. And you screwed me. And like I said before, and I said it in the last stream I did, Phil Spencer lied in my ear. I was talking to that bastard, and he lied to me directly. Okay? More than once. He was like, oh, and like all giggly and all that other shit. Worse than a female.
Hey, he's in the chat, so you can talk to him. Spencer's in the chat. You can talk to him.
Yeah, you can talk to him, but he lies.
No, he's in the actual chat. Check the chat.
Oh shit.
But
Titan, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% about the fact that
Fail Spencer.
Who?
Fail Spencer. I never lied.
Fail Spencer, you did lie, and I know it's not you. But even if you really were Phil Spencer, you need to take some fucking constructive criticism. You run a division of a company. You run a company. You need to take constructive criticism, whether it's good or bad.
He's aware of all the fucking fuckery that goes on.
Oh yeah. You know why?
He doesn't
care. He don't care. You know why? Because he's getting that money. He don't care. He making money.
I just want to elaborate on something that you said earlier about the whole software aspect, and I agree with you on that. It's a real shame that Microsoft has taken this like stealthy third party approach with their wanting them to release like their actual first party games on multiple devices, whether it be a streaming box or the PS4. Well, if that ever happens, but you get the idea. The thing of it is, it's like they seem to want to focus more on the software aspect, which just kind of makes sense now because Microsoft has always been a software company.
Oh, course, yeah.
That's fine, but I get at the other side too as well that a lot of people want to have that loyalty of the brand where like they want to buy the console and these games only be on that platform. I get that, but at the same time, you need that group effort though for those people to buy those games on that platform, which is something that they did not do this generation clearly. Because every time when a new IP dropped, if it wasn't Halo, Forza, fucking Gears, it didn't sell for shit.
Right,
and that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. That's why they're not fucking. They're taking this route. I think, personally, in my opinion, I think that's the reason why they're taking this route.
Okay.
I do have sorry. No, I just want to say one thing real quick. The guy in the chat, Phil Spencer, the fake one, said it's his job to lie. He gets paid to do that.
And he's great. He's doing retail. He's doing retail.
Go ahead, Miratron. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, no, it's so good. It's good. I kind of did that too, Craig, and I do apologize for that one too. No, I will say after witnessing what he said, I think someone should have really called him out when he told people about the whole Scalebound. It said it was on what he said. It was on for your own. What was it? It was your. He retweeted.
Oh, it was your fault. It got canceled. Hype killed it. That's what you're trying to say.
I think it was like when the hype killed it. He was saying it's doing for your own good. Like he was making it sound like.
Oh, it was best for gamers.
Yeah, it was for best for gamers, and I was like,
it was.
Why would a guy tell me what's best for me?
Well, it was best.
That right there gave me a really, because I was really going to get an Xbox just for Scalebound and maybe some other games, because there were some other games being announced a while back. I was like, okay, I could probably have been okay with that.
Right.
But here's the thing. Did anybody ever actually think though? What if Scalebound would have sucked though?
Right.
Well, we'll never know.
It's possible.
I mean,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I'm just throwing that out there as like what if scenario. Like, what if Scalebound came out and the game was fucking terrible?
Right.
I mean, that probably.
And it's not like Platinum Games has never released terrible games before. Like look at that Turtles one they released. They're hit or miss. Yeah.
And I think they were going to explore. I was going to be okay, but they were trying to explore to do something. But he just said it was pretty much, I just feel like it's not the point if it's going to fail or not. It's the point that he was directly telling people, we're just doing this for your own good. That's what he pretty much was saying. And I feel like that right there.
That's something I agree with you. Phil Spencer, you're absolutely right, has done that a lot, though, and has told people what he thinks is best for the game. No, we're trying to tell you what's best for us as the consumer.
Yeah.
You're right. You're 100% right with that.
That's why I said I feel a little uncomfortable. You'll see PlayStation go around counseling something and say, oh, well, we just think it's good for you, and you wait till the next game. They don't say stuff like that. Have you ever seen anything from PlayStation? Even Nintendo. Nintendo has not said this. So that's why I kind of feel is a little controlling of a company controlling me how I should buy my games or what I think my games should be. Not that should be the other way around. When as a person, me, I should like, okay, I don't know if I want to buy this. I'll wait till another game comes out from that company and then I'll buy it. But you don't tell me on Twitter that it's for my own, pretty much for my own good to, that we're going to cancel this game because we just think that it's really good for you. That's right there. That's just a little controlling. That's why it took me, that's why I saw them. It's like, okay, now I see what people are talking about.
Yeah, they've been wanting to control you from the start, though, even with the whole DRM situation, like, dictate how you play. So that's really their mindset.
See, that's another common complaint that I have, though, too, as well. Like, I always hear people, like, say, like, like Microsoft is going to become, like, the new fucking Netflix and shit like that because now they're coming out with their streaming box now. And I tell people all the time, and it's like, but I mean, like, what chance does Microsoft have fucking to actually make a stable or make a stance in the whole entire streaming aspect? If Sony can't do it with PS Now, what the fuck chance does Microsoft have?
I don't know, man. People just cling on to it. They'll just say equality or some shit. It's dumb. I don't know. It's weird.
Quality of what?
Exactly. They'll probably say quality of the streaming service itself. Like,
but if their games suck in general, so that's not going to fucking really mean anything at all.
Yeah, it's not going to really improve anything.
Exactly.
If anything else,
I just wanted to touch on one thing that when we were saying about control. They tried to do it with the Kinect, saying that, oh, they could see your pulse, they can do this, they could do that. You could have a bad day and play a fight game. It had nothing to do with the goddamn game you're playing to understand what people like. They also tried to do it with pretty much always online, and that got shot down because, oh, you have to sign in, like every 24 hours. What if somebody was sick in a hospital? What if somebody went on vacation and didn't take their shit with them? You're going to bounce them out?
Yeah.
Well, people got to really understand what he did a horrible job explaining the whole Scalebound thing. When he got called into that guy's office and he was told, every division of this company that I'm in charge of is making money except yours. You better go fix this. And that's it. So he has to go around and look at all these IP projects they got out. And it's like, that's why he was saying, we need to see what your game is looking like. And, Fatal's right. Platinum Games did not have really a whole lot ready for that game. They were finishing Nier Automata. Now, did the fanboys lie and say, well, Platinum stole money from them? Yes.
Whoa.
But at the end of the day, the hard thing to do when you're in charge is you got to go around and cancel projects because, one, it's over budget or it may not deliver. It may have sucked. So him saying it's good meant if we don't do this shit, we ain't going to be here. So this is good. For the long term, this is good. But I understand. Short term, I was mad as hell too. I mean, everybody was mad that game got canceled.
Right.
I'm still mad that game got canceled.
Nah, and it looked kind of promising. That's the funny part about that game. It looked very promising. Not to knock off, whatever decisions that they did, but if you have something that's a little bit different from the traditional 3 top selling titles in your platform, your exclusive platform, then what the hell? Like, just take the balls, gather them, and say, all right, if it messes up, it messes up. Because there's been plenty of PlayStation exclusives that have sucked ass, right? That have really sucked ass, and they still release them, and people still play them.
That's true.
It does. The same can be said for Sega. The same can be said for Nintendo. The same can be said for Atari. The same can be said for ColecoVision. The same can be said for the Odyssey. It could be said for every single console iteration for this whole time. All right, throughout the generations, there have always been certain titles that sucked so much gopher nuts that they really
Gopher nuts. I'm stealing that.
They really don't care about releasing them because they have other titles that will eventually gain them back that money that they need to earn. Scalebound could have.
You got to remember that they're working in a position that this is a brand new CEO coming in, and he is looking, that chief executive officer, not even mean to interrupt you, he's looking at how much money is coming in, and if Meds is in charge of Windows and Meds is making money, Meds is going to get a pat on the ass. If Ryan is in charge of the tablet division and they're making money, he's going to get a pat on the ass. You walk in there and you losing money, you getting a gun to the face. You better fix this.
No. I understand that.
Hey, Ryan.
I understand that. I understand that, but at the same time, you had Crackdown 3. People were so hyped about Crackdown 3. Yeah. That Scalebound could have actually alleviated the whole Crackdown syndrome that was being set forth upon that situation, because now they were, we're going to release Crackdown 3. We're going to release it. Next thing you know, when the time is to release Crackdown 3, but now we got a shitty ass sandbox pirate game.
Oh shit!
Jittery.
Don't bring that game up. Please don't talk about that game.
Jittery, buggy.
Play that shit, and if I play
a name I shall never speak out of my mouth ever again as long as I live.
Microsoft is willing to release. I'm going to become woken on this fucking channel.
Jittery, buggy.
I don't want to play this shit. I have to play it. Like, what the fuck?
A jittery, buggy PC game in PUBG, which you had to pay $30 to actually play the game, and then you had another.
I'm guilty of buying that garbage too.
I bought it on PC.
State of Decay too.
Oh shit! What's up, Mads? I ain't fucking see. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello. I've been here for like 5 minutes.
You. Good to hear. Wait. Everybody got quiet for something. Wait, somebody join me or something? Like, what's going on?
Shut up, OBJ.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yo, but think about it though. If Microsoft okayed these games, right? Like Sea of Thieves, and I won't mention it again, I swear. And State of Decay 2, and those games are trash. Like universally more or less regarded that they're trash, right? Imagine what kind of a sad, shitty, pathetic state Scalebound was in that they canceled it. It had to have been like completely terrible.
Facts.
It had to be, but the thing is, we never know because we never got to even see a demo of the game. We only just got, little CGI trailers, and that's it. But it's like I stated before, man. You either take the risk or don't even announce it. Just say, okay, we're gonna keep Scalebound for the next gen, and then reintroduce it. But don't cancel it completely, because now you have nothing. Now these acquirements of these studios are actually prolonging the drought even more than before. And you only got games like Red Dead Redemption to hold you up, Shadow of the Tomb Raider to hold you up. You have third party games that are on the other platforms supporting your system. Like that doesn't even make complete sense in my mind. At all.
I mean, these Xbox claim these multi-plats like they're exclusives, though.
Bro, y'all triggered some people on Twitter. I got a message on Twitter. Listen to this. Did you Pony say Microsoft is going down the Sega path and about to fail? Dream on, Pony. The fake Microsoft concern you ponies put on your stream is really lame, but expect it. Okay. First of all, ain't nobody's being fake towards any goddamn thing.
No.
We're being upfront to you. But since we're so fake, right, and Microsoft is so good, and it's obviously ubiquitous, have the goal to type, you hit the dislike button. Explain to me in the fucking chat, what has Microsoft done that has justified any reason for us not to say what we're saying?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
All right. Here's another thing for him to chew on. I was going to talk about the Scalebound thing. Okay. Like we said before, there are a lot of games that came out that were shitty. But these companies allowed the consumer to decide whether they're going to play it or not.
Yeah.
My thing, once again, is who is Phil to say, okay, that according to him, from what we hear, it is what it is. Who is he to decide for us as a consumer buying a product? First of all, you ain't my daddy. Bitch. You ain't my daddy. You don't tell me what to like Virotron said. She don't like the way people speak. He needs to change that. He needs to stop telling us as consumers, as grown-ass people, okay, what's good for us, what's not. And that game, like I said, they know how to do patches. They know how to do that. We have it on, you have that on every console that's out there. You've had it in the past, okay? Like you guys said, how many games came out on like Carlos was saying, how many games came out on all these other consoles way back when, and they were shitty, okay, but people still bought them and played them, okay? You cannot, as a grown-ass man, sit there and tell somebody, oh, well, like I said, he said, for your own good, whatever. Maybe the game was shitty, but that was his opinion. Right. There are more people buying that game than just you. He thinks that he can actually tell everybody and tell the division what's good and what's bad. No, you have a group of people under you as well, okay? You need to consult them. You need to have everybody involved, okay? Yeah. And if you're going to have something made, then you designate somebody under you to make sure the project moves forward. And in a timely fashion, okay? You can't just sit on your laurels back there, and like I said, and I'm going to say it again, and play with your balls like he does on stage, on camera, and turn around
his hand in his pocket,
playing dice and shit, like he's getting ready to roll the dice, okay? And then say, you got to cancel it now because it wasn't far enough along. Well, even though Sony even gives full reign to their people, I'm sure they got somebody just checking in and making sure things moving in the right progress since they put the money out. Okay. They give free reign to develop and do what they need to do. Yes. But they're not just letting them not do nothing. And that's the problem. Like I said, they don't know how to run this. Okay. Well, I can run that division better than they can. I could run that division better than they can. I bet you I can market a game that's getting ready to come out, and I bet you people will buy it the way I market it. I bet you any amount of money.
Well,
man, I can market a game better than Microsoft can.
But let me say this real quick. Scalebound was not a first-party IP. It was a third party. They were waiting on, and I agree with what you said, but at the end of the day, when somebody's in your face, when your boss tells you, you better go find ways to save money or your ass is gone, you're going to start cutting projects that are, and who knows, like I said, it may have been the best game in the history of gaming. We'll never know, not unless they redo it for next gen. But at the end of the day, they had to cut money somewhere. They were bleeding money. I mean, everybody knows this. Everybody has seen the numbers now. They're losing like badly. I mean, it's so bad. Media's attacking.
I got a question. First of all, you need to send Phil Spencer some Preparation H, but also if they're bleeding so
damn,
bad,
Titan shit.
If they're bleeding so bad, then you know what? Cut their fucking salaries because what they're getting paid, they ain't doing a job for what they're getting paid. They're making too much money.
They only do that in Japan.
Yeah.
American guys, they don't give a fuck.
I have a quick question.
Cut off a finger like they do in the Yakuza. I agree with you.
Yeah. Brian, I have a question for you. Who's that fake fraud? Who was that fraud in the fucking chat saying that we fake?
Who?
I don't know. You said somebody said we were fake and
oh no, it was on Twitter. Motherfucker hit me up on Twitter.
He's
Yeah, more on to he listened to what you said about them possibly being Sega, so to speak, with the bullshit that they're doing, and the mother he got in his feelings and said, "Oh, that's bullshit, y'all ponies." Y'all like, yeah, okay.
Oh God!
All right. So can I give a reply? Can I reply to that just real quick?
Any motherfucker who believes that stupid shit. First of all, who still uses the word pony in 2018?
I don't even know, bro.
Motherfuckers.
It's not clever anymore. It's like, dog, y'all at the bottom of the barrel. Y'all ain't in no position to throw around fucking insults.
No, you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Let me just give out a little bit. Let me drop a little bit of knowledge on this dude. First of all, you don't work in NASDAQ. Secondly, your bank account is not bigger than Phil Spencer. 3, Xbox sucks. 4, Xbox do not compute common sense. 5, the Xbox One X is a hot pile of piece of shit with just wires in it.
Oh man! Jesus fucking Christ, Carlos.
So just for me, just to keep it 100.
Dumb to me. It's dumb to me. It really
just to keep it 100 and really simple and simplified English. If something sucks, we have to call it out because it sucks. We're not dealer. We're not cult. We're not crap. We're not mooch. All right? We're none of those numbskulls that you guys perversely go into their little streams and be giving reverence to people that don't really care about gaming in general. So get your head out your asses, right? Realize the reality that Microsoft has failed to provide any entertainment to any of us gamers. Gamers, we're not Xbox, we're not fucking ponies, we're not Nintendos, we're fucking gamers at the end of the day. And numbskulls like you that come onto a stream, especially hiding behind Twitter, behind the keyboard, bro, do me a favor, man. Do me a favor. Find the biggest pole in the fucking world, shine it up, twist that bitch sideways, and shove it up your candy ass.
About to really trigger people.
So that was a
goddamn Carlos, man. That was the speech of the century, bro.
So let me just say this.
Fucking shit.
Oh shit.
I'm all for shitting on Xbox, but let me be clear, at least for myself, speaking for myself, I don't hate Microsoft. I'm fucking pissed at them because 360 was the shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
And they fucking ruined it.
Bro, it had fucking games. These people don't understand. The 360 era was the pinnacle point of Microsoft's gaming
and the 360 function. In my opinion, shits on the PS3. That shit didn't even have party chat.
Have shit on the PS3.
Like the PS3 was cool, but bro, compared to the 360, nah, fam, nah. And they ruined it with the one. And I shit on them not because like I don't like them. Cause fuck them, it's cause I need them to be better. Like Kratos said, don't be sorry, be better.
Yes, like you have to be better. Us as consumers, first and foremost, us as consumers, that's the first priority. We have to let these companies know exactly what they're doing wrong. That's just the main emphasis of being a consumer, and that the customer. You're hearing this right now. The customer is always right, regardless of what the company itself, presents to the consumer. If the consumer is not satisfied with their purchase, they have every right to tell you, listen, your product sucks for said mentions and for said reasons. And that is the reasons why we do our streams, so that we can inform people that everything that it's across the field is not always rosary and green. It's practically bullshit. So you have to really, really, really take off the fanboy glasses. Get with reality. And if you see something that's wrong, call it out. If you see anybody saying something stupid and asining on Twitter and YouTube, anywhere, just point it out. Stop being a goddamn fanboy. These companies are taking your money, your hard-earned cash, right, and giving you mediocre games, and you guys are just eating it up like it's a fucking 3 o'clock buffet, open buffet at Denny's. Like, come on, man.
Hey.
Denny's.
Why Denny's?
Hey, Denny's is that spot you hit up at 5 a.m. after the club, bro. Don't show up Denny's.
Hey, Ryan, can I just circle back super fast to XO18 real quick?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I was looking at the past shows because I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now and how Microsoft what they showed off during the past events. Yeah, I think they will show off software, like some unannounced shit too as well. It seems to be a common theme. Now, as far as people like complaining about, not complaining, but like wondering why it's taking place in Mexico, I don't fucking know. Their last one that they had, I think it was like 2006 or some shit, was like in fucking Spain. Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird. But I mean, as far as software goes, I think there will be software presented at this EXO event there this month. Mm-hmm. If that be the case, just show me fucking Battletoads and fucking Fable. I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'll be a semi-happy Xbox nerd until those games come out. And then after that, this bitch is gone off my house. That's just the way it is.
Okay. You know why it's done in certain places? Because like Craig said, they're bleeding out the ass, and our dollar is more than their dollar, so they can save money by doing it somewhere else. They don't have to put out the money like they would have to do here in the United States. That's why they're doing it, because they need to save as much money as they can. They need to do the show, but they need to save as much as they can. And if they go outside where the dollar is less than ours, it saves them money.
Yeah. Okay. Shout to Carlos Crispin there. He said only Xbox fanboys say one and done and damage control. I agreed.
I am the Messiah.
Welcome back the man himself, J-Dub.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yo. Boy.
Yo, welcome back there, J-Dub. How you doing, sir?
Good, fam.
Doing fine, man. Doing fine.
Hey, J-Dub, happy to see you back on Twitter, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's great to be back. You know,
I was happy.
You can't hold the guy down for long.
Facts.
God damn it, you know that shit is right, bro.
I got that fucking notification. I was like, no fucking way. Like, oh shit! It just
look. I was on cell block D. You know, pumping iron, lifting weights, eating, writing all my rhymes.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I knew they were not gonna hold you down.
Yeah.
I knew that, and I had your back the whole time. I was, for you. You know that.
I do want to say thanks to everybody who rock out with me, who was sending me the messages and calling me and rocking out for me. I appreciate that. Don't think that that's not seen. So I appreciate that. Love you guys, and for the rest of the haters and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, same thing for you guys. I know you guys wanted me back too. So especially Halo, Halo's
Twitter wasn't that long.
I know he was without me.
Sad, it was like 5 days. It wasn't that long.
Yeah, but you know how that is, man. I'm
used to
triggering folks every day. Hey, I thought it was too. So it was kind of messed up how it all happened, but it's all good. It's part of the thing. The only thing I can say is, look, this stuff is just video games. It's not personal. Right. Some people can dish it out, but some people can't take it, and it is what it is. This is for these consoles, right? All of this is these are video games. It's not personal at all. None of this stuff should be taken personal. Exactly. But some people take it personal, and they, and if you don't like Xbox as much as they like Xbox, or you talk about Xbox too much, you're going to be the enemy. And to some people it's a cult. To others, it's just video games. At the end of the day, I own them all. I game on them all. So it's again, it's all banter. But,
it's funny. It's funny that you say that, Jada. It's funny that you say that, because I saw you the other day rocking that fucking Forza on Xbox the other day, dude. And I was like, wait a minute, how is this guy an Xbox fucking? People call this guy an Xbox hater, but yet this guy's playing Forza right now on Xbox
all day, every day. Here's the thing, right?
Right, exactly. Right.
At least every other day, I'm saying I'm about to sell my X. I've said that maybe 100 times, right? It's only to trigger people. It's only to piss people off. And I guess it was one too many times.
You know what, too, Kratos? I didn't know this about you actually, but my boy Nicholas Downey, you know what I'm talking about.
He
put it out there that you helped him get an Xbox One X, and then I've learned that you put more Xboxes into other people's hands than these Xbox did. Like
he helped me too. Full disclosure.
Oh, that's awesome. You see what I'm saying? Like these people.
Hold on. So let me get this straight. So J-Dub, you're actually helping people fucking buy the Xbox better than the way Microsoft and the fanboys are doing themselves.
Pretty much.
Yes, he does.
Holy fuck!
Shout out to Kratos.
That's amazing.
Here's the thing. Ask for now a single file.
I'm glad you're back, though, J-Dub. I'm glad you're back.
I appreciate it.
giving out free Xboxes, PS4s. He didn't ask for subs or anything. He was just doing that shit because he wanted to give to the community.
I mean, if you have the means to set a positive tone, especially the tone that this man has done for the gaming community, why even go to that route and banning him over a very diminutive, pun intended joke? I mean,
yeah,
bro,
I've been to Best Buy twice.
And you know what's so funny about it? You know what's so funny about it? Even though I don't like talking about it too much, but I'm gonna go out and say it right now. If you feel so sensitive about that joke, then something behind it must be the truth. Because every time you see these dudes together, they're like Bonnie and Clyde. They always want to be the ones doing the most, and then get caught red-handed. Oh, but we didn't do this. We didn't do that. Bro, don't try to hide your tracks, man. We already know exactly who you are and what you do inside this gaming community. And guess what? Get them out the gaming community. If they're not for the gamers, they're not for the unification of diversity within gaming, get them out of gaming, and period. Because they're not gamers. They're a bunch of little sensitive, lotioned up, butter hand soft boys that just like talking crap behind the mic and thinking that they know everything. And truth of the matter, the proof is in the pudding. Look at Microsoft's state of its gaming community, and you see the reasons why we cut ass on these Xbox all day, because they don't have that common sensibility to even say, yo, you know what, you guys are right. We should demand better.
The community.
We should say this to them. But no, you want to sit all there happy nilly. Oh, I like Xbox. I bleed green. Green is the shit. My man's, yo, like seriously.
No, so that right there is the problem, bro. You're in rare form, by the way. But the problem is that when you identify with fucking a company or a brand, when somebody insults that brand and or company, you feel like it's a personal insult to you. Like, listen, man, be yourself, be a person. Don't rep a company or a corporation or a brand. It's silly.
Yo, you know it's sad when people just join your fucking thread, they can just like invite motherfuckers to damage control to the thread to like try their best to like refute what you're saying. It's like, dog, why are you acting like you fucking work for this company? You're not part of the damage control.
Bro, they're not even on the damn fucking payroll to be even talking crap about anything.
They're doing this shit for free.
I keep telling you, they're eating too many Skittles.
It's dumb as shit.
I like Skittles. At least the tropical flavor.
That's funny. You said that, and you said he broke his tooth on a Skittle once. I don't know. That's
they're eating too many green Skittles. They're not taking the variety. They're not taking the variety. Too many green.
Hey, look, I'll tell you guys.
They're not taking pride in themselves as individuals to say, "Yo, something is wrong."
I'll tell you guys what it really is. Right? Yeah, it boils down to this. It's been 5 years, and it's been 3 consoles later, and they have still yet to get the value out of their investment that they wanted, and that's what it is, and that hurts, right? Because for 5 straight years, you've been taking L's, and the other side has kind of been teasing, poking fun, prodding, or whatever. They're getting all these games. They got VR. They got this really bright future, and all these games that you want. From single player games. Remember, single player games don't do well anymore. So okay, that was a lie, and all this stuff. So now, right, the console seems to be whittling away, and it's going to the route of streaming. So now the hardware doesn't matter anymore. So we've transitioned from having the best box TV to having the most powerful, having a 4K Blu-ray player, to having the most powerful resolution and everything, to hardware doesn't matter anymore. You can just stream it on whenever you want. I mean, and that has to be the ultimate slap in the face for someone who's spent over $1,500 this generation on an Xbox.
Yeah.
That has to be. And for them to say, well, hardware doesn't really matter anymore. Where it's like, give me my $1,500 back if hardware don't matter. Because you got to realize, when we spend this money on these consoles, it's for a promise that we're going to support this thing with great games and great content for a set amount of years. Amen. And if you have yet to get that, then that, in most companies, that would be a lawsuit. That would be a class action lawsuit. I mean, you sold me something, and it didn't live up to the promise that you promised, the consumer. But because this is Microsoft and it's Xbox, and like you guys said, guys will accept anything. They'll hype up 60s rated games like their 90s rated games. They'll hype up multiplats like they're exclusive. It's like you will walk back anything and everything to keep from raising your voice and saying this is not what I want. And until the collective do that, you're going to continue to get 60s rated games. You're going to continue to get all this stuff. And to tell you the true, next generation, it's not going to change much. It's not going to change much from this generation.
It's going to be the format and how they go about it. That's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
bro. All they got to do is hold these L's. That's all they're going to do. This gen and next gen, and then one after that, one after, until they realize that, yo, bro, it's not about being a Sony pony. It's not being about, you know, a Nintendo drone or none of this damn name calling that you go by calling gamers. It's the simple basis, the simple emphasis. If you see something wrong, speak up on it. Plain and simple. Yeah. Don't beat the blind sheep led to the massacre. Plain and simple, bro.
But Carlos, you know what? You just said something that I've been saying for a while. That excuse me, that doesn't only go for the gaming community. That goes in real life too.
Yeah.
You gotta speak up for what's wrong. I mean, are you gonna go buy a car from a lot? And I've said this before, go buy a car from a lot and get a lemon and not complain about it?
Wow, man, you gonna complain, man. If that bitch ain't doing what it needs to do, taking me from point A to point B, I'm gonna go right back to that dealer. Yo,
hey,
like,
you realize we're talking about a group of people who compare a damn consoles to a woman, though, right?
Oh no, that's pathetic.
Oh yeah.
That means you get no bugs. You get no bugs.
Don't worry. After this fucking podcast, I'm most certainly getting back on the fucking field because it's just pissing me off right now because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Everybody who's in this fucking podcast or anything nature, I have not said anything regarding this fucking concept because, tell you the truth, the majority of us don't really fucking care no more. It's that fucking simple. The fucking console is where it's at. It's not going anywhere.
Nah, the relevance for next gen is only depending on how well these studios pump out the content. Now, if the said future content that is going to be set forth for the next iteration of the next Xbox is on point and how it would deliver just the same way as Sony has done so far for this gen, then we can actually say, okay, now they're doing something right. Now they're competing. But so far, your actions, or the actions rather from Microsoft, are speaking more louder than anything else. And they're just putting up the white towel even before next gen and saying, nah, we can't compete with the likes of Nintendo and Sony. Then
don't worry, guys. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all trust me. Y'all gonna see especially what I'm talking about. Yes, you have dudes actually comparing a fucking console to a woman.
Oh my god!
I actually sent that to Ryan.
If I think
Xbox is like a
woman. God. Somebody tweeted that today. I forget what his name was, and I saw that on Twitter, dude. And I nearly lost my fucking shit.
There's going to be no doubt in my mind that either you're going to see the truth with that video or you're just a lost soul. But I'm gonna drop that video and I'm gonna move on. It's that simple. Y'all don't understand why I don't talk about this shit because
I have two questions.
One thing, real quick, before we move on, is that people don't realize it's crazy podcasts because we're trying to just give information back to the gaming community, and to people that may not have the knowledge or means to get the correct information. We really don't care about no wars, those fake wars or anything like that. We are here because we are just trying to spread the love of gaming to the people out there that really enjoy it.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. Y'all can get it. I promise y'all. I'm gonna drop the video and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. I want y'all to see Xbox. Y'all gonna see
you got dudes that go to Best Buy parking lots.
If the Xbox fanboys are sitting there comparing the Xbox to a woman, that is one ugly, nasty woman.
Guys, I have two questions.
That's like barrel of the fucking that's the lowest of the barrel you could possibly go on that, man.
A woman, what happens when it has a red ring of death? Does that mean it has a
No, that's a prostitute right there. Dog. That's a prostitute.
No, that is that's a woman just divorced your ass because you ain't got nothing for her.
Damn. Man, did they buy Obsidian? Is that confirmed or no?
So what?
Not yet. We'll know on the 10th though if that rumor is actually true or not.
XO18 shit.
10th of November.
Oh, the 10th. Copy. Those are my questions.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Garuda? Good to see you in the chat, bro.
Ew.
Oh man, Yo, Kratos, I wanted to talk to you about this, but your account was off of Twitter. But I actually got a retarded message when I left a little thread on Twitter. My dude said that the reason why Xbox is doing this is because Xbox has evolved beyond what we're seeing now. You've seen the market. You see how Microsoft has done. How have they evolved? How have they evolved? Like he just died laughing. I know. How have they evolved?
Hey, what was the question again? Who evolved? Microsoft?
My dude said the reason why Xbox is doing the streaming thing is because it's best for gamers, X amount of things, and the reason why is because Xbox has evolved beyond PlayStation. It is no.
Answer me this: how is streaming best for gamers when there's too many barricades to make it best for gamers?
Wake up and y'all think of random stuff to say and y'all run with it. Is that really how we go about gaming now?
Bro,
Who says this shit?
Streaming's been a thing for a long ass time.
Stupid.
Come on, GameFly was one of the first few companies to actually incorporate streaming for games. If you can really want to go back in time, back in 2006, 2007, when GameFly offered the service, but they had a limiting factor, which was the input lag and the inconsistency of the internet. That was the biggest problem with streaming, and it still is today. You need gigabit services to actually run great games through a internet line. And this is what these guys, bro. I don't know where these guys come from, bro. I really don't. I don't understand.
They come from the non-intellectual fucking building of properties.
It's like telling a stubborn 3-year-old kid to stop playing with their dookie consistently.
This motherfucker just said dookie. Dookie. Jesus Christ, that's a throwback to the 90s.
Family show.
Dookie, for God's sake.
Man,
this man right here. Come on.
I used to work at daycare, so I know what
you're saying. Oh no.
Man, come on. Even y'all gotta know, man. I'm also a rockhead, so I used to listen to the old school.
Oh, are you ready? Yo, is that a reference to Green Day? Is that a reference to Green Day?
Of course it is.
Yo, Meds.
Good sir.
Meds and Kratos. I don't think y'all heard about this, but y'all hear about the new prototype controllers for the tablets Microsoft's coming out?
Nah, what? Fill me in.
You want to see it? No,
I would. I'm not saying I would buy one, but I mean, if it ever drops down in price, I would try it.
You bought CFDs.
Hey! I told you, we don't talk about that game, dude.
What game? I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
Wait, what's that? Oh,
hey, I did spend some time playing that game.
Yeah, I know. I played it with you, sadly.
Yeah. hey, I tried. I mean, we did put at least a couple hours in there.
No, we did. That's when I was before I was in denial mode.
We got a couple of super chats, bro. We're gonna have to get back to those because I see one for $2 from the Savage Lobos, and he states Xbox fanboys are drinking the watered down tequila. And then we have another super chat from Garuda Legends, which is a $10 super chat, and it goes,
shout out to Garuda and everybody else.
Evolved ? More like de-evolved. Sony has VR and handheld on the PS4. Xbox don't have a VR or handheld, and like 2 exclusives, Xbox is just sad.
Well, not really exclusive. There's not really even exclusives anymore. Shout out to Microsoft for bringing GamePass to PC. I think that's
amen.
That's going to be ready to launch soon, right? That's going to be launching soon, right? On PC.
Hey, you know what also got confirmed for PC, which I'm looking forward to playing.
Sunset over, dude. I'm so fucking happy about this. So happy.
Yeah, I saw that ESRB rating. That's awesome, man. At least PC people will support that game.
Besides Cuphead, Sunset Overdrive is the best Xbox game.
It is.
I agree.
Hands down.
You know the crazy thing.
For me here.
The crazy thing about it is, for as good as that game was, many people did not support it. Like, not even
slept on it.
Because they were stuck in the same.
It's a one and done.
Narrative.
They don't care about that shit.
They got stuck in the same narrative, just like your boy Kid Smooth will always sing in his raps. Halo's Gears and Forza, Halo's Gears. Like, if you don't support something that's new, how you think it's gonna get a sequel? How is it gonna get the wings in order to become a better game for the future? The same can be said for Rise. You guys make venerable quotes about Rise being the originator of third-person view games, right?
Yeah.
Like God of War. And in reality, God of War is the carbon original McCoy to the whole Roman setting, right? So how the hell is it that a Crytek game that came out in 2013 is going to be the carbon copy for the set staple games before it? You make no sense. Support the platform and stop talking bullshit.
Hey, shout out to Phil Spencer. Donated to the channel. Appreciate you.
Oh,
that was funny.
Thank you for that $1, Phil Spencer. Gladly appreciate.
No, it's Phil Spencer.
Hey, bro, you spelled Phil wrong. That's
Phil Spencer. There you go.
I don't see, right, Xbox as a whole. How does it go forward in the future with just delivering hardware if they don't have the software to back it up? And now, when I say software, I'm not talking about the CSD, State of Decay. I'm not talking about the small GamePass titles, right? That doesn't push sales. Right now, I think the Xbox been confirmed. He's sitting somewhere around 36, 37 million. If we look at the analyst that gave his spiel on actual GPUs that were shipped to Microsoft.
You believe that, Kratos, or no? What do you think?
I do, because think about it. It has nothing to really do with Xbox, but this guy is in charge of counting GPUs, and you can't have more systems than you have GPUs, right?
Yeah,
because
the hardware
each system has to put it in there
and shit. Yeah,
and the guy has nothing to lose, right? He counts all the GPUs, whether it's on the PC, whether it's on any whatever platform.
Wow.
So Sony has purchased 99 or close to right at 100 million GPUs. Yeah. So even though Sony hasn't sold 99, right, they're anticipating another 10 to be coming. I mean, this holiday season is going to be nuts for them with the 199 Spider-Man
that's real
deal. That's coming out. So let's face it, they're going to be at 100 million by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And 36 million is right in line with where Microsoft. I mean, we know guys that have added 10 million to it, 20 million over the years, because that's where Microsoft should have been. But let's face it, these guys changed their sales matrix in the middle of, after 2 years. They went from saying we have so many consoles sold to, well, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to talk about user engagements because that's all that matters. So anytime a company does that in the middle of a console side, that's when things are bad. Now, here's the problem, right? Even though they haven't sold many consoles, they've still been making a lot of money off
the revenue's crazy
and stuff. Yeah. So what incentive is it for them to keep investing in the games and giving you the big stuff that you really want if it doesn't matter? They can hand you a bunch of 60s rated games and they can make hand over fist. So they don't have to really work hard.
This is exactly why they're going the direction they're going. They're making so much money even without selling the console that much. So they don't care.
They still make money from the console though. That's why they keep coming out with limited edition ones. You know what I'm saying? They're doing that type of shit. They like auction them off, so to speak. Like
but they only sell like a handful of those. They don't. People ask like, I really like those themed consoles, but if they're only making 5 of them and giving them away, that defeats the purpose.
Sony
on the other hand, every month they have a themed console.
Sorry to interrupt, but we got another super chat from Phil Spencer. So far, the guy has donated $18 to the cause. Thank you once again for the $18. Gladly appreciate it. Let's move on, people.
Thank you, Phil Spencer.
Shout out to Phil.
Yeah. Yo, they need to come over with a DOS box.
Now, here's the thing, right? So, how does Microsoft go for as an Xbox gamer, right? Let's forget about what Phil Spencer and them and what those guys want. But as a gamer, what do you really want from Xbox? I think the bulk of the people would like for Xbox to be the Xbox of old, the Xbox 360 Xbox, where they were giving exclusives, where they were doing marketing deals, where they cared about the hardware, where they were trying to push the hardware on any and every front. But here's the thing. They tried at this beginning of the generation. That didn't work out for them. Yeah, they stumble out the gate, but I think the gamers just got so enamored by the 360, they never wanted to step into this generation. This is why they only have 36 million sold. And gamers right now, right? Even if you have an Xbox, most of them spend time playing Xbox 360 games. And I think the mindset is, I want to play a platform that is doing well and that's winning. I do not want to play one that is failing in my eyes. That's to a lot of people.
Yep.
So I think that's why they stepped away from the Xbox, and most just they hype up Xbox and Microsoft, but they don't necessarily go buy the games. This is why Sony is selling like 65% in games, and Xbox is only selling 35%.
Yeah, I got an article for that in terms of the revenue. But in terms of the Sony's revenue, as of right now, they're expected to gain $1.5 billion in the second quarter.
Is that gross or net?
That's gross.
I mean, rather, is that profit or is
net.
that total revenue? You know, you know what I'm trying to say?
You mean total revenue for the year, or just?
I'm asking, like,
it's probably for the quarter.
Because if you're making 1.5 billion, but you're spending 1.2, you only made 300. Is what I'm asking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's what
for the quarter though. 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 for
the
second quarter.
That's insane.
That's a lot of
I do have a question about that though.
Yeah.
So this holiday season, so Microsoft is expecting to be I guess it'd be a little bit more. Is there going to be like any expectations to be higher, or
with the fans they got? I would say no. To be honest with you,
they don't have any big game coming out either. So
yeah, I mean, and
yes,
looking at this, man, 6 months after the new CEO Yoshida took the helm, Sony recorded nearly $19.6 billion in revenue for 3 months ending in September 30th, of which almost 2.2 billion was cold hard profit. Those numbers are slightly better than last year's.
I have a question. Does anybody have is there any estimates out there on actual Xbox One X sales?
Dude, you're not getting those.
Nah, you're not going to get Microsoft.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not getting those numbers anytime soon.
So nobody knows.
Now, here's the thing. That guy, he could have stated the difference, right? Because he knows the total number of GPUs shipped, but he also knows which SoCs that they shipped as well. So he could have gave that, but he decided not to give that.
Yeah, that was my question about that report.
But let's face it, man. We know 199 and 199 is going to sell more than $500.
100%.
That's just common sense.
We
know that.
It's simple, man. Like,
yeah, that's simple. It's
and this is what we mean by marketing. This is what we mean by advertising your product. This is what we mean by creating discounts to engage consumers to go and get your stuff. But Microsoft doesn't do that because they're going to give you the sheller experience by telling you, well, since we have the One X, well, we still have the One S, so you can still get that for 180.
Bro, the cheapest I've seen
plateaued.
One X is 450. That's not low enough.
Yeah, no. That system there, I'm not gonna lie, it needs to come down to $399.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this holiday with the pros being $349, potentially $299, it's gonna be hard for them to beat. They're gonna have to slash prices and throw in about 10 games for that.
And they got a new bundle for Spider-Man again.
Spider-Man
10 games and a price drop though. That's gonna be difficult for Microsoft to even push that.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to realize, right? Game Pass is not necessarily it's going to sell anybody, right? It's like
it's not going to. Yeah,
it's not because they don't have the software that people want to invest in the Game Pass,
and you're going to be able to get it anywhere now.
Most people like myself will spend $9.99 for that month to get that newest game, play it as much as I want, and then after that, cancel my subscription and move on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much basically what I've been doing now because I'm all caught up on all the other games that I've been playing.
Yeah. Some of their games on there are really badly optimized, like Quantum Break. I don't know what they did to Quantum Break, but the game just
I love that game,
dude. Sucks on PC.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. We got another $10 super chat by your boy,
Garuda, bring it home, man.
Garuda. The Xbox is like ordering the most fanciest. I'm gonna spin my word on it. The most fanciest cheeseburger on the planet. and they give you 2 buns with no meat and fake cheese.
Oh man!
I mean, that's basically the X in one foul statement right there. I mean, it's like, dog.
But wait. Let me play devil's advocate, right? According to a lot of people, but Red Dead is the redeeming factor. If you buy Red Dead and the X, nothing else matters, and they've made up for it with this one game.
But yo, J Dub, but the game actually sold more on the PS4 than it did on the.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Almost yes, it did. Yes,
they sold more. Even the underpowered.
But it'll help you sleep better at night, knowing that
that's true.
It looks better on the X.
A lot of these dudes, Kratos, they tell you what you want to hear rather than tell you the truth. That's how a lot of dudes operate. They just tell you stuff you want to hear. You want to hear Xbox doing so good, but in reality, it's not doing so good.
Ryan, that's why I call them snake oil salesmen, right? That's the same people. The same people that try to sell you, you know, over the years, the OG Xbox One with the Kinect, they try to sell you on the Kinect, right? And then they turn around and they try to sell you on the S, right? It can upscale to 4K and 4K, and then they turn around with the X. It's snake oil salesman, right?
Kratos, let me piggyback on that real quick, bro. The same people that are right now on Twitter going on and on and on about how this is real 4K and the PS4 Pro is doing fake 4K and that the difference is major is the same people that were telling you that 900p and 1080p is not that different.
Exactly. And 792p and none of that stuff. Yeah. These were the same guys that said the human eye can't tell the difference between this resolution, that resolution. I remember trust me,
60. I'm like,
wait. Headphones make a better game, bro.
Yeah, the internet never forgets.
I can't believe these people, bro.
Yeah.
But here's the ultimate question, though, Kratos. How many of those people? Here's the ultimate question, though. How many of those people that actually ran out and bought Red Dead 2 for their Xbox One X are actually going to complete it?
Facts.
None. Because all they do is just screen share and screenshot and say.
The only thing that matters is that it's a win for Xbox because they finally have a game that looks better on its platform than the one that was out a year prior.
Yeah, but Far Cry on that platform, they don't sell it. I don't know. I got no more answers. It is absolute.
You know what's the sad reality?
You remember that statement right there when they said 720p was better than 1080p? It was more immersive.
Yeah, that too. But,
more cinematic. It's more cinematic.
Yeah, more cinematic.
Yeah.
Bro. The funny thing was
but that
retarded ass Cole Eastwood turned around and said that was it Batman Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum was 4K.
Oh, is it?
No, it was 1080p. 1080p.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. These people don't know what they're talking about. They really don't.
Again, they're trying to again, Titanfall Princess. They are trying to sell you this console for the third time, right? They're trying to sell it. These are Phil Spencer's and Aaron Greenwood. This is all these executives. These are the salesmen. So they're out here trying to sell you this pipe dream that hasn't really worked out in 5 years. So guess what? Now the PS5 is about to drop. You know, I think next year, but we'll see. Right. And then the X won't be the most powerful console anymore. But guess what? Then resolution won't matter and frames won't matter and none of that stuff will matter again until the Scarlet comes out.
Right. Kratos, can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can sell me on nothing but myself. See, that's why I've got a brain and other people don't. Yeah. Okay? Nobody can sell me on something that I don't want. And you ain't gonna sell me a piece of plastic that's just gonna be a door stopper. All right.
Well, that's because you're a gamer, right? You care about the games. Most of us are where the games are. If I can get, if I can get exclusives, if I can get VR content and I can get multiplats on one system that is cheaper, even if it has less resolution, right? It's still a better value than something that has less of those and for more money. Like, that's what I don't understand.
Amen, brother.
That's not even an argument. It shouldn't even be an argument at this point in time. When you've had 5 years of having a cheaper console outsell and outdo and outperform, like, shouldn't performance be out the door? 4 years to 1 year? How can you even?
But Kratos, one thing is, like you were just saying, you just brought up performance, so I got to go off on that. Performance don't mean nothing if you ain't got the games to go with it. That performance don't mean shit. That performance don't mean nothing without games to go with it. Yeah, you could have multiplats, but why would I buy a console, okay, just to have multiplats on it when I have a console that I can get it on already? Yeah. So why would I go buy yours?
Exactly. The PS2 was the weakest console of this generation, and it won it by a mile.
That's correct.
Oh, by a long fucking mile, yo.
It's the best-selling console of all fucking time. So.
Technically, all of the PlayStation were. I mean, technically, let's face it, right? Nintendo has outlasted damn near every company ever since they started.
And it's always the weakest.
And they've always been the weakest. Mm-hmm. So even right now, the Switch is.
GameCube says hi.
That's true. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. PS2 was the weakest that time.
Yes, yeah.
GameCube was more strong.
You get what we're trying to say, right? Power has never.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Power has never.
The most powerful console has never really won out.
Exactly. It's all about the games, and the Nintendo Switch proves it by almost going into second place this generation. It proves that if you got the games, the people
very true.
Come. If you got the games, very true. People will come. And I've always said, Microsoft this gen, they're trying to fight a software problem with more hardware. You can't fix a games problem with hardware, and that's what they tried with the X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Microsoft, why are you so dumb?
Right there in the nutshell.
Right. I've been saying that for a while now. You hit the nail on the head once again. You're absolutely right. They keep doing the hardware and not the software, and they can't fix something with like that. You can't do that. Your issue is, like I said earlier, they got new studios. What are you going to do with these studios? Okay.
Yeah. Empty promises.
What are you doing with them?
No, the placeholders. Empty promises.
Empty promises like they've been giving us for 5 years. And I'm saying us because I know people that here on the panel have both consoles. So we know what the disappointment is. And that's why we can speak on it. And that's what these people in chat, these dumbasses, don't get. They need to stop eating those goddamn Skittles and move on. Seriously.
So next generation. Okay. Next generation. Once we start off back from a clean slate, right? Once both of them are going to be able to do 4K 60, let's just say that. I'm just throwing it out there, right? Both of them do 4K 60. What else is there to argue about? What else is there to fight for your dollars, right? It's going to be about
the game.
It's
going to be the game.
Right?
Game.
So by default, Sony's already going to win because they have exclusives and they have VR, whereas the other one don't. So do you guys think Microsoft is going to walk back with that talk about single player games and exclusives? Do you think they're going to start making this games exclusive for the Scarlet, or are they just going to say, it is what it is?
It is what it is, man. Because no matter what Microsoft does at this point, they'll never touch like the dominance that is Sony right now, man.
And they don't care. That's another thing.
Wait. Vera wants to say something. What are you
saying?
Yeah, I was going to say that I really don't think it's going to do matter. I feel like they're going to keep doing the whole argument that they're still better, that they have a streaming console that goes on this and this, until, like you said, Google or someone else, because there's already other companies are starting. I mean, Apple is starting to do something. Mm-hmm. So I think there's going to be a real competition. I just think I think when the consoles come out, there's going to be real competition, and Microsoft might have to see other competitors.
Yeah.
I mean, up to this point, the new iPad supposedly is
more powerful than the
Xbox One
S.
S rather, yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's what Microsoft wants.
Jumping into that streaming, whatever.
Yeah.
It opens up the door for more and more companies to come out and be competitors, because a lot of companies aren't willing to put out hardware to sell games on, but a lot of companies are going to be down to, you want to, play games on our cloud? Sure, do it. Like Google's with it, and Amazon's going to be with it, and a lot of other people are going to jump in this fight,
Yep.
Yeah, and that's not including that other companies are starting to have their products on their own websites. So, I mean, they're not going to be just like third party. They might have their own streaming service, and that's going to be another competition. You see more. I feel like a lot of
Well, it's going to start off as a slow competition, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that still have data caps and freaking whatever you want to call it.
It's going to be slow at first. It's going to be slow at first, but slowly but surely the improvements that are needed to be done, they're gonna take time for them to do that. That's one of the first. That's one of the only things that I see for that iteration of the streaming console future. It's just that building upon a network infrastructure that is stable enough for them to run these games at a locked frame rate. Because remember, input lag and inconsistency with bandwidth is one of the main concerns that most people will have with the streaming services, and that's what Microsoft needs to execute flawlessly at. If they don't do that, then hey, the gig is up.
They wasted their money then.
Don't forget about net neutrality there, Carlos, as well. That's another big thing too.
Yeah, California just
100%.
because California just passed their bill, but now they're about to the lobbyists, the tele companies are trying to sue California. Yeah. So we're still in the battle till 2019. Till 2019, it will be fully official that net neutrality will be repealed. However, states are going to actually have their own net neutrality, and that's had to do with Congress. If Congress strongly gets involved or something else, and they remove that repeal, that'd be great. But I don't know right now. I don't know.
I have another.
Just go out and it's just plain and simple, man. Vote.
Vote. Please and vote.
Let me I'm about it. Let me get the way. To all the little
sorry.
Hit the dislike button. Just want you to know that Phil Spencer agrees with everything we're saying. This is from him. He said, "My Xbox supporters have PTSD from 2013." I can tell you.
Well, I can tell you right now. I think somebody pretending all these little sock puppet accounts. So every time they sign in a sock puppet account, they just going to keep disliking. That's all this.
I know what that was anyway. I already know what it is. It's a individual. He's a faggot.
Yo,
no, he's a faggot. He has my one count, but that's how he is.
Ouch.
Phil Spencer again. Shout out to him. The PS4 equals greatness awaits. Xbox One equals saltiness awaits.
Yo, another thing about this whole streaming future, quote unquote, is shout out to my homegirl Luca. I saw that she posted on Twitter that basically she got back on playing Destiny because her data cap was reset. I live in New York City and we don't have data caps here, but a lot of different states in the country are having data caps, and a lot of people reach their data cap watching fucking Netflix. And I don't know how much bandwidth that takes up, but I imagine that streaming games will take up a lot more than streaming TV and movies. So imagine how quickly you're gonna hit that data cap streaming video games, especially at high resolutions. It just doesn't seem plausible, doesn't seem feasible right now.
Yeah, that's another, and that's where the limiting factors are at.
We don't have that right now. We don't have that in Jersey right now.
No, we do. I'm in Texas.
Because remember, all the assets, all the information that has to be distributed into this bandwidth, it takes up a good chunk load of information and a lot of time to transfer. So therefore, if let's say the game is 120 gigabytes, right? Just an example, not an actual factual number, just 120 gigabytes, right? With 120 gigabytes, it'll take you roughly around 100 megabytes to roughly 200 megabytes per second.
That motherfucker was quick on that motherfucker.
100 megabytes to 200 megabytes per second in order to get a 1080p 60 stable frame rate. So imagine when you have to upload 4K assets and all this other stuff that takes up even more memory, and that's going to take up more bandwidth. So bro, you're going to need at least 1 to even 3 or even 4 gigabytes per second to even stream at 4K assets.
Facts, meds, facts.
It takes a lot.
Carlos, man. See, that's why I'm glad that over here we're again, at least in Ontario, anyways, man. We had to fight for fucking to get bandwidth caps lifted up of our actual providers over here.
I saw that.
And I'm so glad that we did, because I voted for that shit. I fought for that shit too as well, because I'm like, no, I'm not paying no fucking data caps. Fuck you. So now we're back to unlimited now, dude. So streaming for me, if I ever wanted to go that route to test drive it and see how it is, I'm good to go.
Yo, and you know what, fellas, let me interrupt a little bit, just so that we can, I got to get some shit off my chest right now, just a little bit. Listen, I could care less, all you cult
and dealer and mooch supporters coming into the stream. I could care less of you coming into the stream and pointing out your opinions. But please refrain yourself from putting any racial slurs up in this piece. I do not take kindly to that shit. Just to let you know
that you know who that is, though.
Those are trolls, man.
Bro, I could care less who they are, bro. I really don't take kind to that dumb shit. I don't take kind to that fuckery. Leave that shit somewhere else.
It's all good. Ain't worry about it. Any version that spends times like that behind soccer accounts, hey, you lost a life. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Moving on, man. This shit, we done fucking destroyed this shit. Let's just go ahead we get to this damn other shit so we can close it out and we can all go about our day. Thank you again for everybody that's here. Great show, man. So good time. Nice little reunion. J-Dub back home and shit, you know.
Yeah,
glad to see you
back home, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, guys.
So the games for PlayStation Plus for November have been revealed. You're getting Yakuza Kiwami, Bulletstorm,
awesome,
full clip edition, Jackbox Party Pack 2 for the PS3.
Excellent. Never mind.
Yeah, Arcado series for the PS3. You got Burly Men at Sea for the PS Vita and Roundabout for the PlayStation Vita. And of course, both games are crossplay for the PS4.
Oh snap! So we gonna have some fun. I finally get to play some Yakuza. Finally, I haven't played it in a while.
Is that a win for you guys? Is that a win?
That's a definite for me.
It's definitely better than the fucking Xbox games for gold.
No, I haven't seen them.
The games for gold are shit.
The original Assassin's Creed that came out for the 360, and I believe 2 more mediocre titles that people. Oh, Battlefield 1 is going to be on Games for Gold as well.
Okay.
And some other indies that they have in their library. I guess that's what that's going to be. So pretty much comparable to the PSN now to theirs is I'm definitely going to be playing a whole shitload of Yakuza and a whole shitload of Bulletstorm full clip.
Oh, is Yakuza the PSN Plus game?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Kiwami.
Definitely staying there. I already got 0, so that's a win for me.
Because Yakuza, I heard is really good. So I haven't played it myself, but I'm gonna try it. Since it's for free, I'll try it.
Yeah, why not? I never got into this series.
Halo Stone, man. Halo. I hate to break it to you, buddy. It was just a joke, bro. It's a joke.
Oh shit!
It's a joke.
That's a good time right there. I don't know if y'all gonna get it, but Destiny 2 is free for PC for a limited time.
Wait.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Bungie is desperate, yo.
Yeah, they are desperate. So okay.
Via Steam, Ryan?
I will.
Via Steam.
Yeah, on Steam.
Oh yes, let me go.
I thought it was Battle.net. I heard Battle.net.
It's tomorrow there, Carlos, when it comes out.
I was
tomorrow. I want to jump on that.
But here's the thing I will say about Destiny, because I've been playing it for a while myself, because I was really iffy about them. Mm-hmm. But I went back to play it.
Oh wait, no, you get it now.
Okay. What?
Sorry, I was just correcting myself. I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh my god. I just playing Destiny, and I actually like it. But I can understand why people are frustrated with the series of the lack of a story, of the lack of the DLCs and other stuff onto it. Because I see people why they're frustrated. But I start to read the comic and online, and it started to make sense. So I think you're going to get from the comic, you're just going to get more understanding. And that's pretty sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like this. But yeah.
Okay. Now, was anybody still interested in that whole Spyro Reignited trilogy?
I am. I might.
Well, they got a.
It's on my list, but yeah, it's definitely on my list.
It's coming out now, right?
No. Did any of you play Crash?
Nope.
Oh well,
I got it on PC. I never booted it up.
Back in the days,
I played Crash. Crash was shit.
I played Crash, but they need to fix that damn camera angle on Crash. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, that's
bullshit.
What's wrong with the camera angle? That's old school camera angles.
Type for you, man. I say Crash always like that camera angle.
Get good, Titan.
Well, I was about to say was Crash Bandicoot.
I'm just gonna tell you, don't listen to Fatal.
Oh God. Anyway, Crash Bandicoot Reignited.
Ouch, Titan. That hurts.
Wow.
That should help me get it over with. But what was I about to say? Crash Bandicoot N.Sane Trilogy and Spyro Reignited Trilogy are getting a bundle. So basically 6 games for the price of 1.
Nice.
So if you guys want
Not a bad deal.
to try it, you can also try it.
That's a good
Oh
deal.
yeah, we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't mention it.
That's actually fucking smart to do it that way.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
They should have done beginning. I'm just saying.
Damn, Tron.
She got a point. She got a point.
Way to kill the mood.
No, they should have done that at the beginning. Why would you sit there and give people like? I mean, I can understand when people got frustrated with that because they locked the other 2 games on the Spyro. But I just felt like just try to make it. If you're gonna do something like that, try to give us something else. You're just giving like half of the game. Just give us something else with that. You know, that'd be a better deal.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yo, how many troll carols does this cumbag have? For like the last 20 minutes, I keep on seeing fucking timed out by Spartan God for 300 seconds. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, you just got
God
some
damn, dude.
You got a couple of
don't
yutzes
time
and
him
numb
out,
nutses that
man.
they hardcore
in the chat.
typing dumb
Said,
shit.
oh Lord, I'm not even gonna repeat it. This dude.
Bring the
Hey, by the way,
bring the Johnny Wilder, whatever.
Don't worry,
Ryan.
guys. Everybody,
Yo, to all them trolls,
Ryan
man, yo,
special,
cry me a
because we
river,
woke
man.
in, so expect some videos from me. That's hilarious. That's all I got.
Hey, Ryan, one of the I forgot to mention this, Ryan.
Not to cut you guys off. Can I just say something real quick?
Right.
If you are in the chat saying racist shit, you are corny. Shut your fucking mouth. This is gaming. All right.
Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna give him something to
dislike. You want to be that way? You know what? Bury your head in a pile of shit or something. All right.
Hey, we ain't gonna dwell on that. I'm tell you why, because I'm gonna give them something to dislike, because they about to get the old school. They about to hit that old school shit.
Well, you know what?
Everybody know me and how I get down.
I don't appreciate that shit.
Yeah, I know. They know how I get down on YouTube shit, so it's about to go down. Old school vids. So
I think they blocked me because I can't see any of the people you guys are talking about.
So
because you're being blocked.
Well, I blocked a bunch of them people, dog.
I've been blocked because I can't see the people. I can't see them.
They've been deleted.
Hey, Ryan, when you did your show yesterday about RDR2, right? When you were talking about the whole online aspect, did you actually look at the trophies?
Yeah, I did. See a good show.
Yeah, because they actually show like a couple of the things that are going to actually be there for the online, man. So that's kind of cool, I guess, in a way.
Somewhat, but you know what's fucked up? You know how some people got to play it before us already, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because you know some people got the
testers do that shit.
They played this shit already, and I'm sorry, man. I don't trust them to give you a competitive online. What I think is going to be the same mixed bag that they did with GTA. I'm thinking it's going to be.
I don't see how that's going to work though.
No, poker and all that stuff.
Wow.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, but I mean that was also in RDR 1 as well, but it came in a later update with the online. Yeah. But
yeah, that's true.
And people found ways to cheat in that shit, fucking assholes.
Yeah, they gonna have ways for you to double down and put money into the game and buy these cards. I'm telling you.
Oh no, well they already did, because if you look at one of the actual trophies that are on the actual for the game, it's like, or you have to like fucking like upgrade your camp for like your little posse crew. They're gonna find ways to make that a grind and a half. Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna exploit it a lot.
And fuck it, I'll grind it. I don't care, because I love that world. So I'm down. Fuck fucking Rockstar. I'm sorry. I love your game, but I am not buying your shit. I'm not buying a fucking. What are they gonna call them? They can't call them shark cards.
I don't know.
We call them gold sacks.
Probably call them gold bars.
Money sacks, cash sacks, gold bars. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
Yeah, gold bars.
Wells Fargo. I don't know.
There you go.
What the fuck, Ver? What the fuck?
Wells Fargo. When the original.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never thought of that.
Yeah, that was a thing. You know.
Let's get to this last topic and we'll close the show. So everybody knows the PlayStation Classic. Everybody knows that bullshit. Well, we got a
here we go.
64 Classic Edition announcement.
Yes, baby.
Yes, yo. Did they show the games?
Not yet. No, the mouth was infinite though, but we might get that. We're going to get that very soon. So,
well, we know like GoldenEye's not going to be in that bundle, so that's out.
We know
Perfect Dark though. They has to be there.
Mortal Kombat.
Perfect Dark will definitely be there because Microsoft owns the rights to that now. They'll definitely get the rights for Perfect Dark. Microsoft will allow them.
You're right. Oh.
Yeah.
Activision giving the rights or allowing.
Brian, unfortunately, you may be mad at me, but I actually want that PlayStation Classic, so I think I'm gonna get it.
I'm not mad at him, but I didn't care about it.
I'm messing with you. You know what we do. You know how we do, Ryan. You know how we do.
He was hoping to get a reaction out of you.
Some more ISOs in there.
Nah, it's hard.
I personally, I don't really care about. Oh my gosh, I got kids here. So don't worry about. I do apologize. You're gonna hear all the slander.
Sit down, damn goddamn kids.
Hey, they ain't mine. So.
Oh shit.
They ain't.
You got somebody visiting, man. She just told you that.
Oh,
listen, baby.
But anyway, I don't think I don't really. You know what? I would love to get it, but like I said, I don't have the money right now to get it. But
don't say that because you know what's gonna happen. Don't say that because you know what's gonna happen. Garuda's gonna buy it for you. I'm telling you right now.
Shout out to Garuda for buying you that fucking RDR too. That was dope of him to do that for you there, Titanfall.
Oh, okay.
It was a joke, and I made it as a joke because he was donating to so much to Super Chat, and we were talking about like last week we were talking about Super Chat, and I was like, well, if you got all that money for Super Chat and you're gonna put all that money in there so everybody can buy new consoles, I don't have Red Dead yet. I'm gonna get it, but I haven't yet. His ass went out and got me the game.
It was like
that's Garuda for you.
Shout out to him.
I put the tweet out saying great show to everybody, thanking everybody. It's like, oh my god, shout out to Garuda. I'm like, oh shit.
Hey man.
No.
Hey, right. What chapter are you on, by the way? I don't know if you told me that yesterday or not. I don't remember you saying what chapter you were on in Red Dead.
In Red Dead chapter 2 to 3, because I'm doing all the side quest shit.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So you haven't even gotten that very far in the story. It's really good.
How many are there?
Yeah, he's actually doing what I do. I do the side quest too.
Even the story.
I
said it in the stream. I was like, bro, the story is great. It's got a lot to it with the story. I like the characters and whatnot, but I'm saving that because I'm doing all this other shit, like this side quest shit. And
that's what I did. That's what I did too. Yeah.
And I'm just telling people, like, listen, the world looks big on paper, right on the map. But as you start getting on that horse, you start going to these areas, it doesn't really feel that big now, does it?
I noticed that myself too as well. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
You can take these shortcuts through the fields and be there in like half a second, it feels like. Now, the other areas that's like on the map, like the mountains and shit, obviously by default, you're not really going to be going there. So, I mean, that's just that. But yeah.
What, up in like the snowy mountains and shit? Yo, man, what's wrong with the snowy mountains?
Crazy back here.
I'm not gonna spoil nothing for nobody because I'm not gonna say it, but I had a mission yesterday where I had to go steal something. Yeah. If you guys know what I'm talking about, for the train.
Yeah, the little.
That shit was a pain in the ass because you only saw like 5 guys, and all of a sudden you got 50 of these motherfuckers. How many times I failed that shit? I was mad at a motherfucker yesterday.
Oh, and bro, I know Fado knows this too. They made it too realistic the way you earn money. It's like you can't earn money in the damn game because them bounties, they go up.
They do.
Yeah, those bounties go up. Yeah, if you want to don't exactly. And plus, if you want to keep your money, you definitely want to play like as a good outlaw, not a bad one.
It's stupid.
Yeah. But like I said, here's the thing though. Like you don't even have to do that gold bar glitch. You don't have to do that. I mean, granted, I'm guilty. I did it once, and it's a waste of fucking time to do it. It's a waste of time. You're better off to go out in the world and find like fucking 6 gold bars, which is a lot of videos up. You can do it legitimately to find 6 gold bars. Sell that shit to fucking Fence, and there you go. You're done. That's all you need. That's all you fucking need as far as money goes.
I don't know about
that. I'm sorry, you guys.
Go ahead, Veriton.
I was trying to say something about the thing, but I think you guys went back to Red Dead Redemption. I was like,
I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Oh no. I was like, guys, get out my room. Sorry, it's kids. No.
I haven't played Red Dead yet.
So I think that would be a really good idea for the not Nintendo, but all these little games are starting to come out, like these little handheld, like little small collector games. I'm just trying to figure out, you know what, little girl, get out of my room. No. So I said, do you want a game? Oh, she wants a game.
Wow.
So I think what I just think those are pretty much like they could be just. I just think that they all should be like around $50. All of them. They should be no $100 or 60 or any of that.
I agree. Yeah.
And because it's just like I think Fatal. I think you talked about it in the other podcast. Like the only person who first started this was the Atari, right? And there was like those little Atari games will have like 7 games in them, and they're like $10.
Yep.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
I remember that.
These little mini classic things are nothing new, and I remember when fucking when Nintendo came out with the actual NES, it's like, oh my god, Nintendo's doing something innovative. It's like, are you fucking dumb? Like Sega and Atari and like fucking Commodore and shit, it's already done that years ago.
Yeah,
the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and not only that, I remember people saying, "Oh, that's just a copy. Nintendo's copy. No, PlayStation's copying Nintendo." And I'm looking at them like, dude, all this stuff I saw was at Toys R Us, exclusively at Toys R Us, having this stuff.
even Sega, a couple of years back, had a Sega Genesis classic. So
speaking of these classics, here's one for you guys. Would you guys be fucking approachable to buying like a say $20 or $30 Tiger Electronic fucking mini device?
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. I want to play.
Yo, Carlos, bad respect to you, buddy. Bad respect to you, sir.
But like I said,
I'll play the old school.
You know that you buy that shit for the vibrations, Fatal. You know that.
Oh, whoa, wait. What about vibration there, Titan?
Nothing. You guys heard what I said. He didn't. So
I didn't hear shit, yo. What are you talking about? Vibrations?
Any handheld that got a vibration to it, you gonna buy it.
Oh, well, that's not the point.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see. Man, fuck you, Titan.
It had to take you a while to realize that. Damn.
Wait, are you implying that I stick handhelds up my ass?
I didn't say that, man.
Technically, you just said you hold it. You just said where you put it.
Yeah, I said you put it. You said where you put it, so you just exposed.
Well, where else am I gonna put it? In my mouth? Seriously, if I was a gay individual motherfucker, it's something that's vibrating. Where am I gonna put that shit?
Oh no!
Pause, man. Pause.
I don't know.
But this awkward moment was presented by me.
We gotta pause that. Y'all crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry, buddy.
You get. We're at the end anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a good time to end it.
This is a good time to end this shit. Hey, y'all, shout out to everybody that was up in here. I hope you guys had a good time. I enjoy doing this every Friday. My favorite day of the week, pretty much. Always a good time to talk with gamers. Thank you guys so very, very much. Episode 33, RGT. You guys are amazing. Thank you. If you guys enjoyed the show, hit that like button as always, and we will see you guys next week. I'm going to let this panel do their outros, and we're going to end the show. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who's gonna go first?
Carlos, go ahead.
Sorry.
Get the thought about what you said. I go ahead. Get the thought of what he said. I
Let's put it this way, man. Enough with the racism. Let's have some unity amongst everybody and enjoy gaming, man. If we have open opinions and based opinions on the companies aforementioned, it's because we are gamers first and corporate slaves never. All right. So with that being said, man, game by choice, not by trend. And yeah, man, RGT number 33. It's in the books.
Craig Harris.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun. I agree with what Carlos said. Dilly. Yeah, everybody have a good time. And shout out to everybody to listen. Enjoy your games. Have a good weekend.
All righty. The man who silenced everybody, Fatal.
Oh, me? Oh, shit. Yo, first of all, sorry for fucking if I creeped anybody out. It was just for the last people. But just, calm down. Don't stick anything up my butt. Anyways, thanks for having me on your show. I appreciate it. As always, Ryan. And, yeah. Back on Red Dead for me, man. Actually, no, I gotta go. I have to fucking go get my jacket.
Oh, God.
You can't leave yet, Fatal.
Nope.
What do you mean?
Oh, God.
Give me a second. You can't leave yet. Shut up.
Oh, God. Shout out to the ladies on the panel, Vera and Nancy here. Go ahead. Nancy.
Oh my God, sorry about that. Just dealing with kids, I had to come back. This is Vieratron. Yeah, I also am starting a my own podcast on Sunday around 1:00 p.m. to 4:00 Eastern, and it's just going to be a discussion about Mass Effect and Dragon Age. If anyone's interested, I know.
Ooh, I'll be listening to that.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure you want to come in or not, but I'm going to have one of my.
Well, yeah, I'll be there if you want me to join for a podcast like that. But yeah, I'm in.
Oh, okay. Because one of my good friends is going to be in there, so she decided. She said, "Yeah, I want to try," because she loves this discussion. So she said she'll volunteer.
Okay, good to see you taking the step. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, Craig is also going to be there. So.
Alrighty. Okay. You said 1.
Yeah, it's at 1 p.m. Well, 1 p.m. Pacific, and I think like 4:00 Eastern.
Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, you guys want to listen to Vieira's podcast on Sunday, right? 4 p.m. Okay, Sunday 4 p.m. Go check her out on YouTube, Vieratron.
She's there for me. I'm gonna be there for her.
Thanks.
No problem.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Well, this is TTFP, Titanfall Princess. I just want to say thank you for having me here. I also want to let everybody know my podcast. I'm going to restart a new podcast very soon.
Sweet.
Bear is definitely a member, Craig. But I want to you're definitely a member. And you're going to show your ass up on side whoop your ass. You know that.
Yes, ma'am. Shit.
I want to let anybody know that has been on this panel. If you want to come and join on a regular basis or just periodically, because people have lives, you know what I'm saying? And Vieratron, you're included. Okay. You're welcome to join.
Yeah,
that's a definite. So just let me know.
I will definitely be there, Titanfall. Whenever you're ready to do it, just let me know.
Yeah, just hit the word. Send the word. I'll definitely show up.
I know you guys will, but I also want to extend it out to the other people that want a panel that are cool people.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah.
I think that's important. We got to stick together as gaming community. And like I said, Vera, I'm gonna watch your shit because you have always been there for me. You are one of the few female gamers that have actually stuck with another female gamer without putting them down or acting a fool. So I give you a lot of credit for that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No. Roger.
No,
God.
She deserves. Stop that, Bear. I give her a lot of credit. So you all welcome on my podcast at any time.
Absolutely. All right.
So with that being said, like Ron said, hit that like button because you all know you enjoyed the show and you love us. So you're gonna hit that like button.
Sorry about that.
All right, Meds, go ahead, my
brother. Second straight week on Real Gamer Talk, yo. We might make this a regular thing.
Hey, bro,
I appreciate you having me on, Ryan. Shout outs to everybody that's here in the chat with us. The panel. I fuck with all you guys. Thanks for being so welcoming. Vieira, I'm gonna check your shit out. Titanfall, hit me up. I'll come through, do your podcast, whatever, anytime.
Appreciate that. I just gotta figure out what day we gotta get in sync.
Yes, man. Anytime, hit me up. Have a great night, everybody. If you want to reach out to me, you can find me on Twitter at Real Medications. If you're not trying to talk about jiu-jitsu, MMA, or video gaming, don't hit me up. And have a great weekend, everybody.
Absolutely. Shout out to J Dub for joining us, the god of PlayStation himself.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to him. So thank you guys again for welcoming the brother back. It was good to see him here. He was actually, believe it or not, he was one of the founding members of this podcast when we first started, him and Craig and everybody. So it was good to see him back here. But without further ado, thank you guys again for joining us. Good time. And we'll see you guys next week. You guys be blessed. Deuce. Oink, oink, by the way.
Good show, you guys.